Welcome, Razor Force, to RazörFist Arcade Live. It is some Friday night MECH Massacre action. I am here with my good buddy Terangel. Say hello to the raving assholes.
Hi, raving assholes.
Hello! Today we're going to discuss how eugenics can improve the human... we're going to jump into a bunch of mechs, and we're going to kill people. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be playing Battletech, which was released, I don't know, midway through last year, and kicked some Yahoo serious ass. I really enjoyed the shit out of this game. I have not played it since the great big fucking patch that apparently changes a lot about the campaign and rebalances it and all that fun shit. So it should be interesting to see how the game has changed. I'm actually looking forward to seeing exactly how much better it is, because there were things that could be balanced. I don't know. How much of the game did you play, Darren?
Oh, God. I would say the first 5 missions, I think.
Yeah.
I got pretty into it. I loved it, but so many different games came out.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Battletech came out right around the same time as Kingdom Come Deliverance, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was like within a month or something. Fucking Kingdom, man, fucking last goddamn year. What the fuck, dude? We didn't have any goddamn games for years. And then it was like, here, have everything. So speaking of games that were recently patched and greatly improved that we plan to play before I dive into this one, Underworld Ascendant, I know I've had a lot of requests to play that. It only fell by the wayside because so much shit came out. I enjoyed what I had played, even though it was pretty jank. There's 2 huge patches that came out, and apparently the whole hub world has been grafted into one. You don't have to go up to like a bulletin board and select your stage anymore. The game is radically different. So that would definitely be worth playing. I don't know if RazörFist Arcade or if we'll just do a proper video game review.
You're going to end up in Japanese hell. A disgrace to your ancestors.
But speaking of which, thank you, Rui Vasquez. Speaking of which, tomorrow you'll want to check your inbox, your subscription boxes. Actually, it probably still won't send there because YouTube are a bunch of censorious cucks. But you will have a piping new video game review in your subscription boxes.
Ooh, I wonder what it could be.
I wonder what came out recently aside from everything. So,
seriously, these past 3 months have been packed.
Jesus fuck. Packed like Ellen Page's water bra. Let's do it! I'm clicking on Battletech right now. I think for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna be the Telemundo announcer guy. Un RazörFist Arcade Extravaganza! Un Paradox Interactive. Thanks for chiming in, Lumpy. This game, by the way, I should probably tell you guys, because I ran into this problem. Oh, by the way, you might want to check the volume on this just to make sure I'm not too loud, the game's not too quiet. I think it's okay, but I just want to hear how my volume is relative to the game. This opening cinematic. Holy shit.
I fucking love this opening. It's beautiful.
I know a lot of people gave this game shit because of some of the politics around the people who made it. I know, people in Seattle are liberal. Shock. But really, like, there was some... This is a great game, and I really liked the way they handled the cinematics. How's it sound?
It's bit loud.
The game?
Just a little.
Just a cunt hair?
Just a little bit.
All right, I'll tone it down just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
How's that? A little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. And the first DLC, the first DNC has come out. It's gonna have us killed on a cold Washington D.C. street. No. The first DLC, Flashpoint, came out. That, I believe, adds like a new game plus type thing. And the first proper DLC, which is Urban Warfare, You're going to finally be able to fight in fucking cities, which I'm looking forward to. Is in summer, this summer, sometime, some nebulous fucking drop date, whatever the fuck. So, and apparently they're selling season passes.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it.
I love that fucking movie. I beat the tutorial stage here so that we could dive right into the campaign. I know you guys can give me a reach around later. You all appreciate it.
Well, let's read out a few of these.
All right.
Chank Uger, it's bullshit, says. Elizabeth
Bullshit! It's bullshit!
Elizabeth Warren supports late-term abortion. You could say she's gone off the reservation.
I think it's time to bury the hatchet with Elizabeth Warren, I think.
Razor, a question about the word milk in Japan.
Yeah.
When do they use the word ginyu, and when do they use the word milk you?
Miruku?
Milk.
I find it's usually Miruku. But yeah, it's weird. As Japan has gotten more westernized, they've used more katakana and they've used more English words have crept into their language. Like fucking here, it's weird. They did not invent the automobile, and yet they have a dedicated Japanese word for the automobile, right? Kuruma.
Right.
You're beginning to irritate me.
Very, very strange, but it's like seemingly arbitrary. So I think it's just kind of a variant. All right. Oh, here we go. This is for you. Originally a representative democracy, the maneuverings of House Davian transformed it into a something monarchy. Way to be a despot, Terengel.
Whatever. If it works, it works.
We got the Battletech version of Pinochet over here.
You're letting me loose?
You're letting my representative democracy loose. Okay, so this is the first stage. Oh, wow. Okay. Been a little
First
while.
stage takes place in Arizona.
It apparently. That or my cat's litter box. I can't. And we are basically looking for... Holy shit, we are triangulated here. The fuck is that? Okay, do I want to go around here? I might just go around. To look around, look around.
We know how to play the fucking game.
I'm gonna do this.
Copy that.
Spider's gonna run over there. How's the volume? It does seem a little quiet to me now. But that could just be because my speakers are turned down.
Actually, it's pretty good.
I don't have much of a chance to hit from there, so I think I'll just brace for the inevitable moment this guy fucking caves my face in with a falcon punch. Kind of have to relearn how to play this. It has been months.
They've got a lock on me.
Oh, he's got a lock. Great.
Commander.
This is a turn-based strategy game. Bit like StarCraft with less plagiarism and with turns.
Frosty Chocolate Milkshakes says, if John McCain's wife had her pubes shaved into a landing strip, would he crash his penis?
No, I think he'd try for a wet start. I think.
Rank the following by Chadliness. Robert E. Lee,
Ooh.
Stonewall Jackson,
Ooh.
Sherman, and Grant.
Sherman. And Grant was, man. Grant's a toughie, because he was a real shitbag president. But, although kind of, his shitbagginess is a bit overrated. It wasn't so much him, it was that he was a really poor judge of character when it came to his friends. Like, he in the grand macrocosm of really, really shitty cabinets, I mean, I would have to say Grant would be, like, the absolute apex.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock.
Uh-oh. Sensor lock. Boy, they are into these sensor locks. They are way into them. Oh, here we go. We are definitely playing Battletech. I can't sneeze without injuring my pilot. Damage minimal, but your
Bring me
pilot's
a body
injured
bag.
somehow.
Can of whoop ass says,
Okay.
Razor's rant mode was set to rapid fire this week. When Shoe on Head is doing Armored Skeptic, do you think she ever says, "Now fuck me like my real daddy did"?
Oh, Jesus!
My God. I don't even know these people.
Yeah, I don't know these people either.
How is parking and traffic in
Come on, imagine
Phoenix?
watching Skeptic channels in 2019. Imagine. Fucking imagine. What would that put me at? 30%? What is this guy, made of grease lightning? Why is this guy so hard to fucking hit? Shit. How can I put myself in a better position? You know what? No, if I put him up there, he's gonna get unloaded on. The real key thing in Battletech in this specific game is positioning. I can't flank the fucker. Or yes, I can, actually. But I think there's another mech right there, and he'll jungle me in the asshole.
Yes, so which position here is best? Arching your back or putting your legs behind your head?
Reverse cowgirl, right?
How is parking and traffic in Phoenix?
Traffic, it's pretty bad.
Here it comes.
Parking isn't bad at all because we really did not get behind the metered parking shit in this state. We do not like metered parking. So it's not too bad. Downtown it is, because that's the part of town where everyone wants to be New York for some reason.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
White Wolf has a good idea. March should be mech themed. Call it Mecha March.
I like that.
That's not a bad idea.
I like that. Yeah, we could do a bunch of mech games. We could do Mech Warrior. I've got Hawken.
Ooh.
We could do Mech Warrior, a Mech Warrior game. Hell, fuck, we could do every Mech Warrior game if we fucking wanted to. We could do Armored Core. Fuck, we've got one for 360, and we have a capture card.
True.
You could do that. Do Hawken. Whatever the problem, of course, is nobody makes mech games anymore. We could do Heavy Gear. Good fucking game. Good fucking game. Heavy Gear, in my opinion, probably the only other classic mech sim series that really measures up to Mech Warrior.
Oh.
Precision Strike.
And it was mentioned on the last stream we did.
What's that?
A World War I mech game. I found it. It's called Iron Harvest, I believe.
Okay.
And it's top-down.
Nice.
RTS.
Ooh! Ooh! Knockdown, bitch.
But, yeah. Mechs in World War I. Looks really interesting.
Waiting for orders.
All right. Glitch has a tendency to get her shit pushed in. So, she's almost as bad as Decker.
Oh, God.
Decker is just insta-death. Like, I should honestly have I should have Decker in, like, a
I
padded
hope that's
cell.
an achievement. Keep Decker alive to the end of the
I think
fucking
it
game.
is. I think it actually is. Okay, fuck the medium laser because it's not going to hit. I'll just go PPC and... No, I missed.
Receiving you.
Okay, let's get the fuck over... Hey, move, motherfucker. Alright. Yeah! I'm gonna finish this fucker off. Got a Shadow Hawk here. Now, Behemoth, am I wrong, or was Behemoth was originally supposed to be Patricia Hernandez? The fucking the Kotaku journalist. It was like their nod to Sally Slatchmonger, whatever the fuck.
I thought that was because she was genuinely...
Or was that another journalist?
I thought it was supposed to be like she was supposed to be in the game, but then something
Yeah,
controversial
they
happened.
changed her to Behemoth, I think, or changed her to another. Is somebody? I'm sure like people are shrieking at us in the chat right now because we don't know.
They've got a sensor lock on
I
me.
mean, I don't fucking remember.
I
shit
think it
like
was
that.
Behemoth though. If you look at her info, I think it's something. No, not my blackjack. They really hate the blackjack in this game, by the way.
Identifies as a cardboard box or
Right.
some shit.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
My mech identifies as a transformer. Man, this dude on the ground here is impossible to fucking finish off.
Ready for orders.
Let's get like a little farther. Would that help? Probably not. I just stomp on the fucker. How about I just stomp on your ass?
Acknowledged.
The fuck are you?
Targeting for physical attack.
Kick him! What?
Kick him while he's down.
Good God!
Oh.
Coordination of Michael J. Fox over here. Did you see that? He missed the stomp. Fucking Lou Gehrig piloting this goddamn mech.
Standing by.
Oh, shit. Who's closer? That's me. Behemoth probably should take this. And Behemoth should probably do a melee attack on this little shithead.
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?
I can't flank the fucker, so yeah, I'm gonna have to...
Waiting for orders.
Okay. Melee. You want your melee attack? That's fine by me, asshat.
Putting my weight into it.
Oh!
Nice.
I love this fucking game.
James Bursey says, if you and Styx were a dynamic duo, what would the name be? Razor Styx? Hexen Razor?
Yeah, Hexen Fist or,
Hexen Fist.
Hexer Fist. I kind of like that one.
Good
Let's
to go.
see here. Who can jump? I think
Leaning
Glitch
on
can
you,
jump.
Commander.
Da 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 da.
Also, would Styx be Doctor Strange to your Daredevil, or just cut out hearts with his spoon?
Both. Both. I'm still trying to figure out, is that tea or coffee, or is it both?
What?
That is in the teacup. Is it tea or coffee, or is it both alternately?
I'm not sure.
I thought for the longest time it was tea, and then randomly he mentioned coffee. I was like, what am I? Whoa! Done.
And stay down.
Fuck you. That's for making me miss a stomp, shithead.
And somehow that also killed Decker.
I guess somehow. And a stiff breeze blows by. Let's have you jump over here. Your heat's kind of high, but not too bad. Oh, yeah. We're going to have you jump over here, Mr. Blackjack.
I thought there was something wrong with chat. Now it's catching up, and I'm getting a lot of notifications. That's weird. It, like, froze or something. I see you guys now.
Okay. Unload!
Taryn Gell says, a lot of awful shit that I'm not going to repeat. The final thing is a question that says, in the desert, is your scrotum perpetually stuck to your leg?
Scrotum soup, you mean? The worst part is where people, you know, whenever somebody gives you shit for wearing shorts in Arizona, it's like, what the fuck, dude? How can you possibly judge? And I'm a pants guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't own a whole lot of shorts. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm white enough. You know what I mean? I don't need to run around blinding people. Fucking, I get a suntan from a smartphone.
Internal damage.
Open my refrigerator and I'm 3 shades darker.
Roger that.
Alright, here we go. And then they'll be like, well, just wear a talcum powder. It's like, oh yeah, that's good. I can get a good batter going.
Roger that.
Make some bran muffins.
Toss some breadcrumbs at you. My life is a complex pastiche.
Oh shit, I forgot that guy was down.
Donates $20. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, he's gonna punch me right in the asshole. Watch this. Oh no, he's not. He's gonna unload. Ouch. Yeah, flanking is always preferred in this game, and I'm doing a really bad job of it.
Major armor loss.
But my life is a complex pastiche. Donates 20. What's the smoker's version of athlete's foot? Camel toe.
Ah! Remember in the 90s when the big controversy was that Joe Camel was hypnotizing children into wanting to fucking smoke?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
You remember candy cigarettes? I had candy cigarettes.
Oh man,
as a
I
kid.
loved candy cigarettes.
Those were great.
I still don't get how they were candy cigarettes. You couldn't smoke the shit.
Affirmative.
You know, it was just like white, crunchy, sugary shit.
Roger
All right,
that.
Behemoth, time to pull your fucking weight.
I'm getting to your second question, James. Calm down. Always with the, oh, you're late, Taryn. I know. There's a huge list here. James
He
Percy.
used some delay cream before, you know, about 20 years ago. He's still waiting on a orgasm from 1995.
Does that math add up?
What? I don't know.
I'm doing it in my head.
I'm not good.
I guess.
I guess. Ish.
James Percy says, Razor, have you had a chance to try Divinity?
Yeah, of course. I got both of them. You guys, one of the incredibly generous viewers donated so that we could get Divinity. We can absolutely stream that in the future, and yeah,
Nice.
I'm totally down with that. All we have to do is destroy this, I believe. So I'll get my Blackjack over there. Blackjack is my favorite medium mech, by the way, which I was so stoked when they gave you one to start with.
Mr. Mosby, you have been noticed.
Okay, what can I do to drop some of this heat?
And you're on notice. Motherfucker. Taryn, as much crap as you get, are you just crushing super male vitality by the bottle yet?
Enemy sensor lock detected.
Snorting that shit. That's what's going on.
Hey, this is real. They are controlling our minds with cell phone towers.
Alright, listen to me. Robotic elves.
Breached.
Okay,
They are making deals with transdimensional aliens. Now, what's the dimension, Tijuana?
Stupid sexy Flanders says, I wish that Chick-fil-A had gravy. Then I'd have no reason to ever go back to KFC.
Chick-fil-A is more of a sandwich place. That's why I don't get the comparisons with KFC. It's not. Chick-fil-A's primary competition is fucking McDonald's and Whataburger and shit like that, you know. Fast food places that have chicken sandwiches. That's what you should be comparing it to. And in that context, it's fucking monstrously good. Boy, that guy's looking good.
And
Got the one, Yosari. This is my weak arm.
Light damage, Commander.
Asians are the opposite of Latinas. They have the bodies of 10-year-old boys. Hey, Razor, you're an up dog.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Come on, you're not even going to try.
What?
What's an up dog? What's up dog? Yeah, fuck it. Also, a dick for.
Good one.
Hopefully he says, what is up dog or what's a dick for? Sorry.
All right. You're giving me shit for not falling into the trap. I'm
I
not
am.
getting this.
I am. I am.
Engaging
All right.
target.
Fake news says another indictment on Obama is the fact that the most popular 2016 candidates, which were Trump, Clinton, and Bernie, were all pushing 70, which should reflect what we now think of young whippersnappers like Obama who try to be president.
I've said it before. I really feel like Obama is what would have happened if JFK had lived. If he had lived long enough for people to realize how badly he fucked up.
Firing on target.
He was young and arrogant and thought he knew everything.
Good to go.
And really, that's his
can I do for
primary
ya?
contribution. Can we? Okay. Oh, really? I don't have the vantage from here? All right. That's fucked up.
FAF says
Okay, let's
Don't
get
need
over
to tell me
here. I'm gonna
twice.
put some lasers right in his sphincter. I'm gonna PPC right in the pooper. Right there.
Oh, real quick. Asim Jessen says, playing Tannenberg has given me a lot of confidence in my World War I sim idea.
Nice.
FAF says, people these days are so soy that they think that Vladimir Putin's man boobs are intimidating. Did you like Bathory off the bat, or was it an acquired taste?
No, I loved it. Well, no, that's not true. The first time I heard Bathory, it was a piece of shit song from Hammerheart, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Then, I was working at a record store, and they got a copy. Somebody special ordered a copy of Bloodfire Death, and they didn't pick it up. And months and months and months went by, and they were like, whatever, dude, you can just take it. So I'm like, oh, okay, fucking sweet. Free Bathory. Like, I'm going to say fucking no.
Aye, aye.
And I fucking loved that album. I listened to Bloodfire Death. It still wasn't quite what I was expecting, though, you know, because I had heard, like, Bathory is the ultimate in black metal. Like, and it didn't sound like black metal to me much. Because Bloodfire Death has that epic quality to it, you know what I mean? Kind of a pseudo-Viking metal kind of a thing. They had kind of dipped a toe into Viking metal on that album. Then
Go.
I remember going to Metal Devastation, which is a big heavy metal record store out here that kicks some serious fucking ass. That's where I got my bullet belt, actually. And I was cruising their CD selection and saw they had Bathory the Return in, and I was like, well, fuck, you know, I should roll the dice and pick up another Bathory and put it in. I told this story on my Bathory Mythos. I put the record in, and I think the CD version is the reason I love Bathory to this day. I slid it into the CD player, and it just starts off with a bunch of ambient noise. It's like this intro track that takes forever, and I sat there waiting for the song to get going, and I'm like, you know, fuck this, and I hit skip. And it jumps right into Born for Fucking Burning. And it tore my goddamn head off. And I was like, fucking, this is the greatest black metal band that ever existed. And that was really what got me into Bathory at that point. I already loved Bloodfire Death, though. It must be said.
Patchouli asks, how long would it have taken JFK to jump into the Vietnam quagmire compared to LBJ?
I mean, JFK was already in it. I mean, JFK had been pushing for Vietnam almost 5 years before he became president. So he was already balls deep in it, you know? It was sitting on his face like Marilyn Monroe.
Receiving you.
He doesn't. I don't know why JFK doesn't get the blame for Vietnam. It was his war. It was not LBJ's war. LBJ just, if anything, made it worse.
Yeah, he made it much worse.
He made it worse, but I mean, JFK didn't have the opportunity to make it worse. You know what I mean? We were just in the beginning stages of it when he was president.
Clay Davis says, does Razor
But I'll say this, sorry, before you go on. One of the reasons LBJ was so hardcore into it and wouldn't back out is because of how much JFK had impressed him before he died. And LBJ, in this case, I don't think LBJ is lying, because JFK, like I said, was pushing for the Vietnam War almost 5 years before he became president. This is clearly something he really wanted to do. But yeah, LBJ claims that, like, he was hardcore. JFK believed in this war, and we had to go to fucking Vietnam. So I think JFK might have actually been even worse than LBJ in a lot of ways if he had stayed. But yeah, continue, sorry.
Clay Davis says, does Razor like Daniel Tosh?
A little bit. I can tolerate him. I don't find him that insufferable, although when him and Anthony Jeselnik both, when they both started fucking giving trigger warnings in their fucking comedy sets, I was like, fuck that shit. You see fucking Sam Kinison or anybody like that ever doing that?
No, they'd go out of their way.
Oh, yeah. Sam Kinison gave so little of a fuck. He would literally... This guy was not content. Like, you'll see... People think a stand-up comedian is, like, ballsy if they pick somebody out of the audience and call him a shithead. You know what I mean? They think, oh, man, what a badass. Sam Kinison would do... He would literally walk the fucking room. He would dismount the stage in these clubs, and he would walk up to people individually while they're milling around with their boyfriends and girlfriends, and he'd call them cunts right to their face. He'd cut a fucking vicious roast on their significant other right to their goddamn face. Kinison gave 0 fucks. 0. What a fucking legend.
Oh, he adds also, she.
I think I'm gonna go around here and try and cut this shithead off. He looks like he's going around a mountain.
Lord Squirrel Show says, aw shit, I'm on the metal side of the internet. Anthem is bad. So were Destiny and Fallout 76. Starting to think these kinds of games aren't the best idea.
Yeah, almost. You know? Who knows? I haven't played Anthem yet, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it is.
God, I tried.
I know how bad I was assuming it would be when I heard who was involved.
I watched a stream of it.
Hmm?
It's so boring. It's boring. Like, they tried to
We're playing a turn-based strategy game right now that
and it's more exciting.
is more exciting than a fucking action game.
But
what does that tell you?
Seriously, they tried to rip off Warframe and Destiny, and it's boring. How the fuck do you do that?
Well, Destiny I could see being boring as all fucking shit. I still don't get that game's appeal. No! Oh my god, they're going after Decker. Oh god, Decker. Okay, Behemoth. You got to handle this right now. Right now. Let's go.
Where did I leave off?
Well, I could probably just take out the tower from here.
I'm Black, y'all, says, what's up, my nyakas? I hope you're having a wonderful night. Don't forget to buy some religion of peasant at the Aloha Snack Bar. Very nice. We have the best fans.
Reporting heavy damage.
Osmium says, hello boys, excited to get
Make sure to say spicy shit in our comments section so it automatically gets demonetized by YouTube.
Fuckers.
Because that's how YouTube works now.
Or
I ain't censoring you motherfuckers' comments. You say whatever the fuck you want. Fuck this fucking website.
Or try out Gab's extension on your browser.
Oh, yes, you can do
Dissenter.
that. Dissenter. Man, have you seen some of the fucking screenshots of Dissenter?
No. What happened?
I am loving it so far. Some of the shit they're commenting on goddamn Jezebel and fucking all these sites that have certain articles with disabled comments and shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, grab the extension for it.
Let's get here.
You can find out more info at, I think it's Just Google Gab Dissenter. Find the website and learn how to install the extension.
Can we? Oh yeah, Alpha Strike this fuckhead.
Engaging target.
Fuck your shit. Auto cannon to the nipples. Oh! Left torso and left arm destroyed.
Damage detected.
And the pilot's injured. Okay, Decker. I'm gonna have you hide in a fucking hole. Because they're already going after your ass.
Attention, Bajoran workers.
Thank you. Thanks for the show of solidarity, Ducat. Ducat knows what's up.
Osmium says, "Hello, boys. Excited to get this thing on. Godspeed."
Godspeed, motherfucker. I'm interested to get into the proper game because this is the first mission.
I want to know about bears and rabbits. What are they?
All right. Let's move the camera around a bit here. I think they messed with the camera movement a little bit too, for the better.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Obelisk
Huh.
I
Titan.
hear ya.
I'm guessing that's how he meant to spell it. If you could hunt T-Rex, what gun would you use?
1776 will commence again.
Shit. What could take down a T-Rex? You'd need like a Tankgewehr or something.
Like maybe an anti-material rifle.
I know, what the fuck? Get it? I'd go T-Gewehr. That's what I would do. If it can take out a tank, it'd probably take out a T-Rex. Let's go Precision Strike. I haven't used much of my special abilities yet. Let's go
Bring me a body bag.
9%. Maybe I can leg him. I have the same chance to hit his right arm as I do his right leg. Let's go. Damn, that fucking Shadowhawk stands up to some punishment. Thing is built Tonka tough.
Masahiro, the master hero, says, "Despite being mostly blind, I bought Elric, the Balance Lost #1 today.
Yep.
Thanks for recommending. Who would play a great hunter?
I have never recommended the Balance Lost. It's terrible.
Who would play a great hunter Rose, aka Grendel?
Oh shit. I don't know, man.
Acknowledge.
That's a toughie. Hunter Rose. You know, I feel a little unqualified to opine on this because I've only read a couple of Grendel comics and one of them was a Shadow crossover. So,
Target acquired.
well, you're looking for a guy with... Oh, done.
Style removed.
Nice. You're looking for a guy who has kind of a womanly-ish physique, shortish hair, bit of a pompadour. I don't know, Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Yeah. I don't fucking know. Oh, man. I wonder if I could... Well, can I shoot him down there? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. The pilot died. Okay, good. Then let's take care of this shithead. I probably don't need that much.
Engaging target.
Oh, I forgot Scorpion tanks are fucking damn near invincible.
Rui Vasquez says, "Hello, Razor Terran. What was the intro music? That was animatronic."
Yes, sir.
It
It was from the animatronic Pirates of the Galaxy album.
Yeah, something time.
Yeah, I forget what the name of it was.
It was really good though.
I shouted it out in the chat at the very beginning of the stream.
Also, your thoughts on synthwave and industrial?
I love synthwave. Industrial's not really my thing.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Although there is good industrial. I'm not.
Ready for orders.
There are exceptions. It's not a hard and fast rule by any means. Okay, let's kill this building.
Also,
And I think we have to ululate our tongues as we do this. I think.
Target acquired.
Alex Jones. Thoughts and interdimensional alien demon elves?
One last target.
Motherfuckers! If you hold on, story is happening.
The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Okay, so we need to get the fuck out of here now. Okay. And yes, I am playing as Space Lemmy.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, you get over here. You get over here. You get over here. Decker is so gonna fucking die.
Position confirmed.
He is so dead. All I know is if you were watching the fucking shitty Cohen hearing bullshit instead of fucking watching Alex Jones turn bright goddamn red on Rogan's stream, turn into fucking Brother Love and go Super Saiyan on that stream, you wrong call doesn't even begin to cover it. Holy shit, that was amazing.
On my way.
I mean,
Received.
it did get a little kabuki. It was either because Alex Jones was drunk or coked up or because that was not a cigarette he smoked. It was one, it was one or the other. But he was in rare form on that fucking stream. I'm a move normally here because I don't want to lose any action points. We're gonna have to.
Ballistic Bread says, Yo, Razor,
Aye,
in
aye.
your opinion, which side of American politics has the most divided base? Or more divided base?
Far and away the left.
Yeah.
Far and away.
They eat each other.
Because with the right, even though you have this sort of Paul Ryan, Mitt Romney, John McCain cuck wing of the party, you still hit on certain issues and instantly everyone's on the same page, right? There's still certain things where it's like, what? Gun control? Boom. They're all suddenly on the same page, right? With the left, you don't have that. It's like there are disparate views on fucking abortion within the left. There are disparate views on immigration, and it's all what degree to the left you want to go. But it's in the problem, of course, with the gradual encroachment of socialism on the Democratic Party is that socialism is completely dichotomous. You are with them, or you are a traitor to the workers' revolution. So there's not a whole lot of wiggle room within that, which leads to a much more contentious level of disagreement on the left than exists currently on the right.
Received.
And the media carrying their water and kind of ignoring that is not really helping them, because if they don't address the problem, they can never remedy it.
He continues.
So we're going to need your battle mechs. You're going to want to reconsider that. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now power down and surrender and we'll let you walk. Or try to fight and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. Oh boy. I remember this.
It wasn't too difficult.
It was difficult if you didn't know that you could just waste these turret generators.
Yeah.
On my way.
Oh shit. No, don't. Decker, don't. What are you doing?
Orders?
Ballistic Bread continues. AOC seems to be splintering the left. Godspeed.
Yeah, the problem is you have this. The left has a problem. I said this at the time, and it's definitely bearing fruit. The left has a problem that it didn't address the Bernie Sanders phenomenon in 2016. Hillary tried to squelch it. And so instead of the Bernie thing being kind of a one-season thing that burned out because they threw Bernie up against Trump and he lost, Now they have this sort of what might have been thing going on the left. So there's this whole wing that are like, well, if you had only done this, we would have won. So you have all these pseudo-Bernies popping up, you know, and Alexandria Ocasio-Chavez is just the most visible of them. There's several. That these sort of Democrat socialists, and some of whom are like quasi-communists even, that are popping up that all think that that if we had just listened to them, we would have won in 2016. And that's something the Republicans don't have because even though you have people like McConnell and, you know, Romney and all these guys, they've largely been cowed into subservience. They'll pop up and do something shitty every now and then. But for the most part, you know, the people who were speaking out against Trump in 2016, for the most part, they've fallen in line by now. You know, you have Rand Paul, who went from being one of Trump's biggest detractors to being one of his biggest advocates. You don't really have that on the left.
Waiting for orders.
Like, you notice you haven't seen Hillary come out and say, man, I really like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You know? Kind of suspicious, considering she has not gone away.
Yeah.
There's a definite split in the left. Okay, this should do it for...
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Turret's dead. Now we just need to take out those fucking tanks.
Stealth Creation says, so Portland has now joined San Francisco to dismantle joint FBI police task force. I did interview Joey Gibson, Patriot Prayer, but even the news isn't covered by many YouTubers at all. Why is that?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. They have outlawed joint FBI task force about what?
I'm not quite sure.
Have him follow up in the chat. I don't want him to have to donate again to clarify himself.
Yeah, Stealth Creations, if you're there.
Yeah, I don't want.
Maybe you could clarify.
I don't want to take your money twice for the same question.
Anti-terrorism, he says.
The Joint Anti-Terrorism Task Force?
And they want to dismantle it?
I mean, any diffusion of the FBI's power is a net positive as far as I'm concerned at this juncture. The FBI has so outlived its original mandate, it's beyond comical. It's farce. Decker, you just stay over here and don't die. You just chill over here, Decker. Fuck's sake, man. You just chill right here and brace yourself for death.
It is literally regarding the fact that CAIR got the city council to disband it.
Care, really? Now that's sketchy, because I've never Care, for those who are not aware, pushed for the Ground Zero Mosque and shit. Like, CARE is a sketchy ass organization. They've taken funding from fucking Hezbollah. There's been some implication of them having connections with Shin Bet. Like, all kinds of sketchy shit going on with Center for American Islamic Relations is what that stands for.
Right.
That Minnesota congresswoman's probably a fan. Assuming she asks her husband first, I mean brother.
Ready for orders.
Overkill says, hey Razor and T-Saurus Rex, a certain senator commented bread lines are a good thing.
Yep.
I'll take you to a line, Senator. A bloodline. Dun dun dun.
You didn't deliver it well.
I want to know about bears and rabbits. What are they?
Now deliver that line right.
I'll take you to the line. I'll take you to... Wow.
Come on. Come on. You can do this. You can Seagal the shit out of this. Come on. Come on.
I'll take you to a line, Senator. A bloodline. Yeah. Oh, there's a bear and rabbit emoji for YouTube. I didn't know that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good, Barbarella.
All right, so we got this done. Made the best of a bad situation, and you're not getting paid. Okay, so we did sustain some damage. This blackjack needs some fucking repair work, and the spider is not looking great.
You're goddamn right, low energy. I've been up since like 6 a.m.
As a rule, Terran doesn't like to get up when the sun is up.
Yep. It's still nice and cool in the morning, and I'm trying to enjoy that before the desert just turns into a fucking plate of glass. It's gonna get so hot, I fucking hate it.
Rent to own in orbit. Oh, here we go. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it on the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we're drowning in debt. I'm fully aware of our financial situation, Meyer, but I can't just conjure up new comments out of thin air. George, do me a solid and back me up on this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Let's not start with your Harlan slang there, Darius. Do me a solid. Next he's gonna start using gang signs. I didn't take command of this outfit to settle arguments. If we're really that hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. Darius, try selling your crack. Good God. If I get to the future and hipster glasses still exist, go ahead and flush me out a fucking airlock. Hey, you'll hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, could you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if you broke things down point by point. It might help if I skipped that. Every C-bill we make technically belongs to the bank. Whoa, 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 whoa! Now, according to MechWarrior Online, C-bills are essentially valueless. It's only all the real-world George Washington dollars that you pump into the fucking game that are actually worth something. That's funny. What's our best case scenario? How many jobs would it take to repay the loans? Why not just refuse to pay? We can afford to throw our weight around. We've got battle mechs.
Norwin says no Captain Marvel rant. What's there to rant about?
Yeah, what's there to fucking rant about? For fuck's sake, if I see one more channel with a clickbaity fucking video saying, you know, hey there, Captain Marvel has already lost $12 trillion. It's not even fucking out yet, guys. At least wait for it to bomb first. Jesus. Fucking hell. Like, I don't think it's gonna do that well, but I'm at least gonna wait till it bombs to say it's a bomb. Hell, I've been saying for weeks I thought it wasn't gonna do that well. Ever since we saw that fucking trailer, and we could see how little hype there was compared to the new Avengers, I knew there was trouble in fucking paradise. Mercenary Review Board. For those who don't know, mercenaries in the world of Battletech have a Mercenary Review Board. It's, it's overseen by Comstar. I think fucking, aren't, Wolf's Dragoons like a big fucking part of that? It's one of the reasons I don't like Wolf's Dragoons. Fucking cunts. No guts, no galaxy!
Damn right.
Go around the MRB. No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to end up with a knife in your back. You mean like we just had?
Is there a fucking information as ammunition, like, thing in here, like, as a choice, eventually?
I hope.
Just like as a little Easter egg. That'd be nice. Debonair Nerd wants.
Looks like we're shy of one horse.
You brought too many.
We always pause for that notification.
Oh yeah. Debonair Nerd just wants to know where we're at in the 007 films. We've both had really busy weeks, so we really haven't had time to.
Yeah,
dig
the
in.
last one we did was we are at
A View to
a Kill.
Yeah, that's gonna.
We're
be
about to
amazing.
finish up on Roger Moore. May he rest in peace. I'm gonna miss him. I think Roger Moore's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
I really like Roger Moore. Okay, let's see here. Origin Loner. If I were afraid of taking risks, I never would have left that gilded cage my parents called a home. Oh, Loner is emo. I see. We're gonna have to be just as bold. Now somebody hand me a razor blade. It is kind of cool, though, that you get different dialogue choices depending on your origin.
Yeah, yeah.
That is neat. I feel like they could expand that and should expand that in the sequel. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job, and our prospects in this system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighboring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, we'll find enough work to keep going until something better rolls in. The banks are holding our jump ship access hostage until we repay our debts. For now, we can only go between something I can't pronounce and the nearby systems of Alloway, Bellerophon, and Detroit. Oh God, not Detroit! Our top priority right now needs to be finding work so we can raise cash. We could buy one of those $1 houses over in Detroit. Okay.
Nice.
Mech Bay. Looks like most of this is unchanged. I don't know. It does look like some of this has gotten a facelift. Who's
I'm
out
not
of action?
noticing anything like that.
Decker's out of action for 27 days. I can hardly contain my shock.
I've always had a problem with that. It's like, okay, your pilot got injured just a little. They're out for a month. Isn't this the fucking future?
No shit!
Like,
give me a goddamn Luke Skywalker robot arm. Send me
Hail
on my
Caesar.
fucking way. Okay, so we need to repair this shithead. Refit? No, we need to... Okay, there we go. That's how you do it. Been a little while. I would rather repair my blackjack first. How much money do we have? Almost $1 million. So let's repair that shit. Repair that shit. And put a new medium laser. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, there we go. Put a new medium laser in there. I think that brings my tonnage to 45. There you go. For those who aren't aware, in Battletech, you have to watch your tonnage. It's a big thing. You can only drop with so much weight because drop ships can only contain so many mechs. You know,
right.
It goes very, very simple logic.
Garrett Wilson donates 20 C-bills and says, "Evening, Razor and Terran. Just wanted to know, what are 3 guns each of you would want to shoot before you kick the bucket?"
Excuse
me.
Wildy.
Yeah.
44 auto mag. Would love to shoot a Schofield. Would love to shoot a Wyatt Earp Peacemaker. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty much it for me. I can't think of anything
For me,
else.
it would be Beretta 93.
Oh, a Luger. A Luger.
A Beretta 93R.
Okay.
Tommy gun, and a VSS.
Jump jet. Ah, shit. Repair that shit. Damn it. Okay, that's repaired. I need 2 more jump jets. Fuck. Shit. I'll just replace it with a Joan jet. That's one of the jets that pretends it hasn't had plastic surgery for the last 30 years, and now it looks like the fucking Joker from Batman. That's the... No, let's cancel. I'll buy... Oh, check store. There we go. I think that's new. I think they might have added that. Oh, shit. Is that jump jet small? Yeah, okay. I figured. Jump jet small. Buying...
Cigar chomping penguin would like to know, assuming I can get the 5 references and
Available.
pint of virgin whore's blood, New Jersey demands for a handgun license. Oh, I see where you're going.
God.
I plan to get a revolver. What is a good budget-friendly model? It would be primarily for target shooting.
Oh, for target shooting, Heritage Rough Rider's a good way to go. It's a 22, so it's nice and comfortable. It doesn't kick too much. You can get them for like, fuck, 100, a little more than that maybe. And because it's a 22, the ammo's super easy to come by, super cheap. And, you know, they're not going to be super valuable in a personal defense situation, but you just need it for target shooting, man. It's ideal. It's a nice... It's basically a single-action army clone with some modern amenities. Great... Definitely a great choice for, like, a first gun, first revolver kind of a situation. And, pretty well made, too, actually. Especially for the price. Pattern. What is that? Pattern 2. Oh, right! You can change the paint patterns on these fuckers. That's right. Customize company. Let's see here.
While we're on the subject of guns,
ooh.
I discovered something. You know Leon's Matilda? It's a VP-70M, and I was not aware of this. That gun does have a 3 burst, but it is only enabled when you do have the stock attached. Like, it doesn't work without it.
Really?
So it's actually accurate in the game. When you get the stock, you have the 3-round burst.
Cool.
It amazes me. Like, how does the stock activate that? It's weird.
That's kind of neat. Now they added some new paint jobs. Go kind of... They have like a dark purple kind of a thing. I always like dark purple. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe go with a black there.
The last meme bender says, any thoughts on the movie Fighting with the Family?
Oh, fuck.
I've never heard of it. What is this?
It's all about fucking Paige. How she fucked her way to the top of the I mean, how she got to the top of the business and then broke her neck, and oh, we're all supposed to feel real bad for her, even though she got the second chance China never did. Yeah, she's a... It's her autobiography. The Rock produced it, which is the only reason anyone gives a fuck. Okay. Is that it? Okay, that's all you can customize there. Oh, I see, and you can... Financial review. Neat. I love all this simulation type stuff in this game. This is like my favorite shit about the game. The Free Worlds League. We're indifferent to everyone, pretty much. We haven't pissed anyone off too much, except for... Oh, local pirate organization is not a fan. The Magistracy of Canopus. Whatever. Star map, Mech Bay. Okay, we are kind of repairing some shit, so how about we head to the navigation? No. Where's the main screen there? Speaking of which, I should probably save.
Mr. Mosby would like to know what your thoughts on the upcoming Netflix Motley Crue movie.
Isn't it like an adaptation of the book?
I thought it was
The
a
Dirt?
biopic or something.
Yeah. It's an adaptation of the Motley Crue book, fucking The Dirt, I think. Isn't it?
I honestly don't remember what the book's called.
It could be cool. I don't know. How do you make a biography on a band that has 2 good albums? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh! We could have a Merrick gig here. Guerrilla interception. Guerrilla strikes against our facilities have increased, and our intel says the planetary government is bankrolling the guerrillas and providing logistical support in the form of small arms, explosives, and medical supplies. We need you to intercept the local government supply convoy and destroy it before it reaches the guerrilla forces.
Phoenix says,
Oh, there it is.
Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. Are there plans to do an Alice Cooper mythos anytime soon? Also, favorite Alice Cooper record?
My favorite overall Alice Cooper record is Raise Your Fist and Yell. And there are definitely plans. I wouldn't say it's not the next thing I'm going to do. The next thing I'm going to do is almost done. And just about as big as Alice Cooper. Just about as big.
Ooh.
I would say I'm not going to give anything more away.
No, that's fair.
I'm not going to give anything more away.
Gotta tease him.
Okay. Let's see here. Travel contract? What's this? Bellerophon! Recently liberated by... What's the travel contract? Oh, whatever. Let's go. Let's go. View contract.
Secondhand cave.
Oh, okay. That's the guerrilla interception. Cool. And you can negotiate these so that you make more money or get more salvage. And it'll affect...
I do actually like that.
And if you drop both down, you get higher reputation.
Reputation, yeah, I thought so.
Which is pretty fucking neat. I'll keep it right in the middle because this is the first one we're doing. And yeah, let's do that. And of course, time passes.
Secondhand Caveman says, Hey, Razor and T-Boogie. Will Trump's national emergency budget include mechs patrolling the wall? It should.
It should, by God.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
Oh, yeah.
That price seems high to me, but what do you guys takes on it? Is Trump within his right or an overstep?
Is it within the president's rights to manage the border?
Yes.
Trump is the only president who has availed himself of that right since the 60s.
You're going to end up in Japanese
Yes.
hell. A disgrace to your ancestors.
It is absolutely within his rights. And frankly, he shouldn't have to go through any of this bullshit with Congress because fucking Taft, FDR, McKinley, like all these fucking presidents goddamn stepped in and said, okay, I'm going to regulate the amount of immigration that we have. Really, the problem right now is nobody fucking stood up and stopped Ted Kennedy from pushing that bullshit immigration initiative in the 60s. And so now we're stuck in this situation where we have a perpetually high level of immigration. It used to be we had peaks and valleys. We'd get a huge influx of immigrants, and then we'd bring the level down for a while to let people assimilate so that they could the society could sort of cohere. That's why Irish immigrants and Italian immigrants are so much more Americanized than people from Latin America. And so
bring me a body bag.
Italians didn't come to America speaking fucking English. There's nothing innately better about an Italian immigrant than any other form of immigrant. It's just that we had this huge influx of Italian immigrants at the early part of the 20th century, and then we calmed the fuck down for a few years and dropped the level of immigration. Then we brought it back up. Then we brought it back down. And for some reason, if Trump brings it back down, he's a racist, even though every president before the 60s fucking did that. And funny, our society worked better then. That's odd. Okay, you're on the Leopard's Bridge with Sumair Yang and Darius for the daily staff briefing. Darius says we received 3 messages from the banks. Loan sharks, Sumair cuts in. From the people who are financing us, Darius continues. They're considering rewriting the terms of our loan so it'll be easier to seize this ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight it in court. Sweet talk the banks. Ignore the messages. Oh, okay, that worked. I just BTFO'd the fucking bank. Good shit. Okay, my blackjack's almost done. Good, so we'll have an extra mech, but no.
Bring me a body bag.
Not yet. Okay, we need fucking 15 days for these tissue paper titwanks to fucking come out of their comas.
So, Uzi Patrol says, I was walking the streets of the Free Worlds League with my Subway sandwich when 2 clanners attacked me and called me Freebirth. Sad that hate is still alive in the inner sphere.
They say, this is Merrick country, bitch? Is that... Were they wearing purple hats? No. It would have, in order for that analogy to work, it would have had to be, this is Kerensky country, bitch.
My good sir, you win for the evening. You just win.
Okay, we have a blackjack. I mean, can we destroy this fucking convoy with only 2 pilots? I'm not so sure.
Turns out they were from Liao.
It turns they were paid. They were paid by... Oh, wow. Let's go your command... No. Where was it again? It was...
Lucifer says, why is circumcision a Jewish tradition? Because Jewish women can't resist anything 10% off. Very nice.
The best Jewish women jokes came out of the mouth of a Jew, Don Rickles.
Yep.
The best.
His wife.
Just keep throwing them jewelry. They'll just lay there. Fucking Don! Rickles!
God damn.
Rickles was the fucking man. And that guy, if you watch his stuff from the last, 2 years of his life, he was sitting down on stage because he had so many health problems, and he's still fucking killing it. He's killing the whole goddamn room. He can't even stand.
Yep.
Fucking Rickles.
God, I miss that man.
What a legend.
Job's done, Commander.
Okay, sweet.
David NS84 says, in the spirit of tonight's stream, after 4 years, I'm finally upgrading my PC. Congrats, dude.
Fuck yeah. Join us here on Battletech.
Ryzen 2700X, RTX 2800, 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz DDR4.
Nice.
Also bought some Whisper Quiet fans for the case and CPU to stay silent and cool.
Almost got the same rig I do.
Congratulations, sir. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yep. Telling you guys, it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, I paid quite a bit for this, although not as much. It was on sale on Newegg. But I had a computer before this that we did some streams on, and it could run the same games on pretty much the same settings, and I probably paid $500 altogether with the goddamn graphics card on that fucking thing. It's possible, guys. It's possible. Budget gaming. If you're not super uppity about whether or not, you're at the bleeding edge of PC technology, you can buy a nice, not necessarily bargain priced PC, but equivalently priced next to a console and be able to play a bunch of PC games that you wouldn't be able to play otherwise.
If you ever need some help, what's the name of the website? PC Part Picker.
Oh, yeah?
Really helps.
I never fucked around with that. Oh, we got an extra guy? Medusa.
But,
I didn't know we had an extra pilot here.
to add on to that, when I
Let's,
first got my rig...
I'm going to have Decker just chill here.
Yeah, I mean...
I think... Let's go. Medusa's going to hang out with us. Let's go Blackjack. I think Glitch had the Vindicator. We'll stick Behemoth with that, and we'll give Medusa... Should we fuck with the Locust?
But to add on to that, when I first got my rig, first game I downloaded and played to completion was Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Yeah, same here. And that was... I played Mankind Divided, the first PC game I got, and on my last rig, the one I told you guys about was like $500. First game I got was Mankind Divided on it. And I could run that fucker on Ultra.
Yeah.
In certain areas, you would take a frame rate dip every now and then, but that game was not very well optimized, it must be said, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Probably nowadays, I could run it on that rig, which I still have, by the way, and absolutely I could probably run that on Ultra and wouldn't have a problem. You know, just get a nice pre-made rig, pay attention to how good the processor is, and swap everything else out. RAM, fucking graphics card. You know, as long as your processor's good, you won't have to do any welding, and you'll be all right.
Happy birthday, Valentine.
You don't have to fuck with any thermal paste.
But man, that game just looks fucking gorgeous on
yeah,
PC.
it does. It still looks good. Fuck. Human Revolution still looks pretty good because they leaned into the art style.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, trying to be blindingly photorealistic.
Filipino White Boy would like to know what's on the upcoming review schedule. Well, that's, you could probably guess, but you'll be surprised tomorrow.
Yeah, we're tomorrow morning, gang. Eyes on your sub boxes.
Brazier says, my friend Ahmed is a very talented magician. One time he showed me a neat trick where he disappeared into a cloud of smoke.
On the move.
Alright, let's see here. There we go.
Coordinates received.
I love the cinematic cam on this. It does add a bit from what would otherwise be a fairly dry presentation. You know, it's one of the problems with like turn-based strategy games a lot of times. It's very static looking. The cinematic cam really... It just gives you a little variety visually.
Yeah.
Okay, stop convoy from escaping. This is gonna be... I think I fucked this up once before. You really just have to haul ass.
DM Turner asks says something very pertinent. The real question, though, is, does it run Crisis?
Our target is within sensor range.
Okay. Okay, are we gonna... Oh, within sensor range. Are they gonna walk? Just in case.
Mercenary X21 asks, hey Razor, got to ask, you saw the Project Veritas video yet?
On Facebook?
Yeah, I keep thinking
yes.
they can't get any lower, but then they find a new level beyond the bedrock. How many times do you need to shoot yourself in the foot? Also, insert obligatory Sabaton joke.
Yeah, we haven't had one on this stream yet. Yeah, I was... fucking hell. I did like that the inside source chick that defected from Facebook, they gave her a job. Which I think that's really cool. Because you know Facebook, like, fucking she's dead to the entire tech industry now. Like, there's no way she's gonna get hired anywhere.
I've always admired James O'Keefe when he started out a couple of years ago. few years ago now. His primary message was, if you leak something to me, if you have something really important, and bring it to me,
Location.
I will keep your anonymity a secret. I will keep your identity a secret. He said this, I will go to jail for you.
Yeah, and
I respect that so much.
The guy fights in court all the fucking time. And all the James O'Keefe is pissing off a lot of people who need to be pissed off when their only real rejoinder is, and it's the only time they have any reply to the information that he leaks is, it's edited. That's all you ever hear. Oh, it's deceptively edited.
Right.
Like, how do you deceptively edit one of Hillary's campaign managers admitting to massive voter fraud and shipping in people on fucking buses? Like, how is that taken out of context? Better yet, what would that remark sound like in context? Is this part of the convoy, or... I'll give it a whirl. 65%. I've got an okay chance. Alright. At least we opened up.
Rob Kersey says, which is worse, WWF New Generation or today? I say today.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Although, the ratings are similar. The ratings are very, very similar. They're actually worse now.
I'm happy with my ignorance and not knowing what either of those things are.
No, you know exactly what they are. WWF New Generation was 1995 to 1996. Or 94-ish to 96.
Oh.
It was Shawn Michaels' Glory Fest, the very tail end of Bret Hart, and, Vader, Diesel's title run, all that.
Sorry, I thought I was assuming that they were titles of new shows or something.
No.
New Generation. I get it now.
New Generation era.
Yeah.
I actually find a lot of that stuff to be good because there was some gems in there. There was.
Oh yeah.
The Gold Dust stuff was awesome. He was the most over heel in wrestling, it must be said, which is saying a lot because that was at the same time that Hulk Hogan turned heel. And I remember he was actually,
Here we go.
the year Gold Dust came out, no pun intended, they took like a poll in the Pro Wrestling Torch, and they actually found, this is the same year that the NWO came out and Hulk Hogan turned heel. Gold Dust was voted the most hated heel over fucking Hulk Hogan. Over Hulk goddamn Hogan. So some stuff worked. But overall, it was pretty shitty.
Keep it up.
And now they hired Bruce Pritchard, who was the booker during that period, when they were pulling in fucking 1 point whatever ratings. And now the ratings kind of match. To me, I really think that was just Vince McMahon or possibly Triple H sticking it to Vince Russo. I really do. It was kind of like, hey, look who we hired, Vince. I wouldn't put it past that fucking company. They are that petty. I mean, WWE are the ones who are going to pay, so I guess whatever.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Darth Dragon says, hello, Razor and
Got
Goofy.
him!
I hope you enjoyed the comic art of Alexandria that I sent you. The comments that I have from that tweet are funny and awesome. Thank you very much.
God. Comic industry is so fucked. There's now a rumor, by the way, we saw right before the stream. This is just a rumor, and I actually kind of disbelieve it. I don't necessarily buy it. But rumors are popping up and have been popping up the last 2 days that that Disney may sell Marvel or shut them down or something to that effect. Just the comic side of the publishing. Boy.
Yeah, it sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, it sounds like BS to me, but, with how much money they lost the last few years. I mean, DC's hurting.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Be right back.
You bastards. I'm losing weapon systems. Ready for orders.
Bump ba da bump bow. Okay. This locust is gonna get fucked up if he moves any further out. Let's go here. Hide behind the rock. You're just a scout. All right, sweet.
Lost
Okay, brace.
There it is.
And sweet. Oh, they have a locust.
Evan Rose would like to know thoughts on the Dems field. Anyone got a chance?
Yeah, I actually think there's what I like about it, if I'm a Democrat, what I like about it is the variety. It's not just a bunch of establishment whores, and it's not just a bunch of Bernieites. There's actually quite a bit of variety. There, you have everyone from more blue dog conservative Democrats like Tulsi Gabbard to farther lefties. You know, so it's the problem is I think the milquetoast candidates like Kamala Harris or like possibly Joe Biden, depending on if he decides to run. He's always fucking cock-teasing everyone. He still hasn't come out and said whether he's gonna or not. But I think those people, unfortunately, are gonna, or Elizabeth Warren, they're gonna draw most of the attention, which is not for the best for the Democrats. But there's a lot of variety. I think that's probably the best thing about it. But unfortunately, that level of variety also means there's going to be contentious disagreement among them, which means the primaries are going to be fucking fun to watch. It's going to be a goddamn blast. Trump's just going to be playing Twitter whack-a-mole for the next fucking year. God, if I'm Trump, I'm fucking salivating for this fucking primary. Oh my god.
Serpent21
Oh,
says,
and all the retards who are commenting on my fucking, my Cohen video. Razor, you're so biased. Why aren't you talking about Trump, shutting down the North Korean negotiations? Oh, you mean like when he walked away from the North Korean negotiations the first fucking time and it wound up resulting in a fucking peace agreement? You mean like that, dipshits? Why would I weigh in on that until the fucking dust is settled? Pace-swilling simps. Anyways.
Serpent21 says, when Obama announced the Oldsmobile and Fiat merger, then we heard Fiat all over, period, for some reason. Oh, Obama's out of office and no more Fiat mentions. Eisenhower was right. What does Eisenhower have to do with that?
I feel bad about shooting the little guys.
Was that a question?
It's a bit of a rant.
Obelisk Titian says, do you did watch Zoids?
No. Never.
Feminism is socialism.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. What the fuck does any of that have to do with Zoids?
Pussy in hand. I mean, what? Where's the locust? Oh, you little prick crouching behind the rock. Of course, I'm doing the exact same thing. All right. Let's kill this fucking galleon here.
Copy that.
Eyes of the Wolf.
Eat it!
Says, hey, Razor and Terran.
Bring me a body bag.
What?
That was well timed!
Very well timed.
Right as he gets wasted.
Bring me a salvage crew.
Hey, Razor and Terran, what economic school do you lean closest to? Marxism, Keynesian, Chicago, or Austria?
Yeah, definitely Austria. Yeah, definitely Austria. And I've talked about it before. I'm much more of an Austrian economist. I think there are certain situations that Austrian economics don't address. You do ultimately have to break up trusts and things like that. I think sometimes it calls for that. As long as you're vigilant to what businesses are doing and make sure that situations where a trust or a monopoly pops up, you're addressing immediately and viciously, I think Austrian economics are the way to go. You know, like a Teddy Roosevelt approach. Can I get this locust out of... Actually, this locust is going to stay right the fuck here.
What do you need?
I mean, I might... actually, you know what? I might be able to move.
Good to go.
Joe Rogan is 2'7", says. A sheepdog ran up to his shepherd saying, "Here you go, boss. All 30 sheep are accounted for." The shepherd replied, "But wait, we only have 26. "I know," said the sheepdog. "I rounded them up."
Receiving you.
Wow. Wow.
It's a math joke.
Acknowledge.
Eve doesn't get it.
Mr. Mosby says, thoughts on death grips?
Acknowledged.
She answered that. Trash.
Okay.
Oh, the strikers are such little bitches.
Kartik Isola says, do you like any gaming YouTubers? I know you've mentioned Indigo Gaming, but who else do you like?
Yeah, not many. I don't know. There's so many gaming YouTubers that are all the fucking same. Like, I get so tired of...
He likes PewDiePie.
No.
That's funny. PewDiePie playing video games.
Striker, Galleon. What should I do here? I think I have jump jets on this. Yeah.
He switched from gamer to white supremacist.
Right. This is what I
Felix.
heard on Kotaku. I'm gonna waste this fucking locust. This little prick is getting on my nerves.
Lifting off.
Kevin Michael Von Magnum donates 20. Thank you very much, sir. Formerly Mr. Mephisto. Don't know if this new name sounds like an 80s action movie character or a German porn star.
Whoa! One hit kill.
God damn.
Fucking assassinated.
Anyways, thoughts
Jesus.
on the lack of commie enemies compared to Nazis in video games?
Oh, absolutely. Well, lack of...
I wonder.
Shit, we were watching... Miss Eve and myself were watching The Delta Force the other day. Chuck Norris movie. And all she could say the whole time was, how are so many of these bad guys brown? Like, how is this... And it's you don't really notice it until you go back and watch older movies. And then you realize, like, how blatantly Hollywood is just removing brown people from even the possibility of being bad guys. Like...
And even
you
if
guys
they are,
realize,
it's an evil white man behind it all.
Right, exactly. There's always an evil white general or businessman. It always has to be one of those two things. They always have to be the puppet master pulling the strings. But you don't notice it until later. And video games are kind of going that way too. If you play an old video game, you know what I mean? Like an old NES video game or something.
Modern Warfare.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna chill here. Because she's overheating like a mother. Bitch, please.
That shot got past my armor.
Shut up, Medusa. Let's see here. Autocannon. Oh, you can't? Okay, whatever. I'll just... Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Lord Humongous says, am I the only one done with human rights? It seems like whatever the Democratic Party wants for free
That's a human right, yeah.
is now magically a human right.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, isn't it?
Thanks, Razor and TG, for all the top-notch content. Well, I wouldn't call it top-notch.
It's funny because I could have sworn we have this immutable document in American history that tells us what our human rights are.
Yeah. I forget
Right,
what it's
right off the
called.
bat. Funny, I thought that was established like day one of this fucking republic, but you know, apparently I was wrong. Fuck, he is dead. I gotta get him the fuck out of there.
Reporting. Internal damage.
God, I put him behind a rock and they still come after him. Normally, they really go after the Blackjack or the Shadowhawk really hardcore. But when you got this big of a pussy on the field, you know they're going to go after him.
Lucifer says,
I'm going to put him here, have him
Who
brace
is your
himself.
daddy, and what does he do?
a Jewish kid asks his dad for $5. His father replies, $4? What do you need $3 for? That's an old one. Come on.
That's a good one. Like, what's that Seinfeld Jewish joke?
Commander.
Which one?
It's a Jewish joke, but it's poses as a Gentile joke. He told it on Norm Macdonald's podcast. He's like, one Gentile businessman runs into another Gentile businessman on the street. One of them says, "How's business?" The other says, "Great." That's the joke. It's good though. All right.
Lapgo92 says, I thought the Momo challenge was a hoax, but then I saw a video of a creepy-eyed lady saying we're all gonna die in 12 years unless we do something monumentally stupid. It's real.
Yep. I can't believe they're doubling down on this. Did they not learn from... I mean, the problem really is Al Gore came out with fucking An Inconvenient Truth in 2005 and made a bunch of predictions that didn't come true.
Then he had the balls to make a sequel.
And then he made a sequel. Like, not only did he not ever get called out for the fact that his predictions were wrong, he was able to make another one. Like, how does that fucking work? Okay, let's try that. You're right. Well, doesn't he have a private jet? Until we get to the point where 10 years down the road, when the predictions do not come true, we laugh that person out of the public sphere and they never have influence again. Until that time, people will continue to say, oh, in 12 years, the world's going to end, so vote for this, this, and this. And until we get to the point where we stop reacting to that kind of manic horse shit, they're just going to keep doing it. And that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is just the new Al Gore. That's what she's doing. Oh, in 12 years, the world's going to fucking end. That's funny, because Al Gore said in 2005 there would be no more snow on Kilimanjaro in 10 years. And then in 2015, they got record snowfall. That's funny.
Bobio Jimbo says, autocannon nipples?
Yes!
What are you playing with, a Banshee? What is your favorite ugly mech?
Ugly mech? Oh, man. Oh, fuck. What's a good ugly mech?
Don't say urban mech.
Everyone loves the urban mech for all the wrong reasons.
It's got a gun stapled to a trash can.
It does. Oh, man. I hate the Huron Warrior. Go look that fucking thing up, folks. They've talked about this on a previous stream. The fucking Huron Warrior has a goddamn peacock hat on.
Yeah,
Oh, it looks retarded. It's the dumbest looking mech. It has not been in, like, any video game since it was created. Nobody gives a fuck about this mech. It's the dumbest thing ever. And I love it. Terrible, terrible mech.
That is a great idea. Cardiac Isola says, South Park needs to make another Man Bear Pig episode with AOC.
Oh.
That would be great.
How did my pilot get injured from that weak sauce bullshit? Ugh.
Chewing on gun and bitter tongue.
Alright. Are Are you kidding me with this overheat alert? Fuck you. Can I precision strike this shithead?
Oh, and he adds T-Rex hunting equals rocket launcher.
Well, naturally. Okay, we got the whole convoy.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Now we're good. And only one of my guys got injured, I think. I don't even think Medusa there got injured.
James Bursey says,
oh shit, there's still one left, but...
Glory to the founders.
Yes!
Kerensky will return. Shit sorts out fast. Thoughts on Pelosi raging at
You're gonna end up in Japanese hell, a disgrace to your ancestors.
Thoughts on Pelosi raging at moderate Dems and nuke daddy Trump post Hanoi.
I mean, this is the problem, and this is what I said would be the problem the moment she was fucking appointed, is... There was a chance, there was the slightest fucking chance the Democrats could unite. That was gone the moment Pelosi was appointed, because she's so fucking far left. But, she's not a fucking Bernieite, and she's not an Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez person either. So now, you not only have the Bernie-Hillary wing schism, now you've got the Bernie wing, you've got the Hillary wing, and you've got the Obama wing, which is what Pelosi falls into. So you've got a fucking three-way civil war on the Democrats' side, and that was just the latest expression of it. You've seen little snipe jobs like that over time. Did you see after fucking Ocasio-Chavez came out with that Green New Deal horse shit, Pelosi took a few snipes at it.
Yeah.
After.
I did
a number of other prominent Democrats did as well. You're going to see more and more of that, folks.
They eat their own.
They do. Okay, this is good, though. I have 2 light mechs, so I can just repair this Locust and use the other one. Let's see here. Potential salvage. Do I want a Locust? I don't particularly give a shit. Anything good in here? Let's go for, I don't really care about getting another Locust. Give me that autocannon.
Jay Smith says, question for Terangel. What was your first consensual homosexual experience? I can't talk about it. I'm sworn to secrecy. But it did involve a Viking helmet.
I think he slipped his right hand to roofie and, what?
Evan Rogers says, hey, Razor, have you heard about the Vic fucking can't pronounce his last name controversy? Another case of a guy getting Me Too'd.
The anime
dude,
voice actor guy.
Yeah. Losing his job with no evidence. He's Dragon Ball's Broly's voice actor. I know him as Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know if he actually lost his job.
No, it's just a bunch of people have come out with accusations they haven't backed up with proof, and suddenly he's being blackballed from the goddamn industry. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
It's so predictable.
I honestly, I'm leaning towards bullshit.
You have to by default now. You have to. And now there's talk... did you hear, speaking of which, of Me Too nonsense that wasn't backed up with proof? Your fucking Cosby apparently is gonna get to face his accuser in prison? It's fucking one of the accusers. They're saying he has to face his accuser. I'm like, you mean gets to face his accuser? Like, this motherfucker has not been allowed to say his side of the story at all. Oh, machine gun.
Apparently he has a legal team already.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, the only way
I am off the fence on Cosby. I am completely off the fence. He is innocent.
Yeah. I mean, the only way to
completely off the
beat
fence.
this shit is to fight it. You have to.
He won his case.
Yeah.
He won his case. And mind you, the prosecution's case had no physical evidence of any kind. Which in criminal court, I'm sorry. If you're in criminal court, I don't want to hear circumstantial horse shit. I don't want to hear hearsay. That does not convict anyone in criminal court. It is a laughing stock that they were even considering hearsay as the primary evidence against anyone, never mind Bill Cosby, whatever.
And then the judge, for some reason, decided do-over.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like the result. Do-over. Wait, what
Is that fucking legal? Can they do that?
Oh, shit. MG. Fuck.
Jake Downey
Weapons, says, MG. I don't have an MG. They don't sell them, so I'm kind of fucked. I'm not going to be able to use this locust.
Jake Downey says, only Democrats speak in absolutes, Anakin.
Okay, we'll just leave this locust fucked up for a while, I guess.
Secondhand Caveman says, good thing that my tax dollars are being used to question a known perjurer and take his words as facts.
Yup.
It's not like he would commit perjury again, right, guys?
And boy, when you look at what some of those senators are paid to do that and to waste all our fucking time like that, boy, you really sleep the sleep of babes, don't you?
Was it a hung jury the first time? Is that how they got the retrial?
Basically, yeah. It was a hung jury, and the judge, without physical evidence, decided, you know what? Instead of a hung jury, we'll go retrial. So that's what happened there. What a bunch of horse shit. What a bunch of fucking horse shit.
Xander Dawson
says, and they got two separate women backed down on the witness stand. One of them admitted their host, Janice Dickinson, the former supermodel and now walking cautionary tale against plastic surgery. Janice Dickinson, she was grilled by Tom Mesereau on the witness stand and just fucking collapsed. Admitted her whole story was fucking made up. And somehow this didn't... The jury felt they needed more information. The mere act of one of the primary accusers, the accuser that arguably is the entire reason they wound up going to court to begin with, because she's so visible as a public figure. They needed a little more data, they felt. And that doesn't prove to me this is a complete witch hunt. What a bunch of bullshit. Where are we going here? Let's go to... Oh, contracts. Sorry, yes.
Debonair Nerd says, serious question regarding Cosby. I could have sworn there was an interview with Cosby where he actually admits what he did.
No.
Didn't he own...
It was... You're thinking of his deposition, and I agree. He gave about the worst deposition in the history of depositions. He gave a terrible deposition. And that's probably the big reason why anyone in the jury felt even remotely comfortable, beyond the Me Too shit, is probably the main reason he was in a courtroom at all. He gave the worst fucking deposition. It was like he never expounded on anything and didn't explain what he meant ever. An old fucking man, marginally senile, let's be honest. He gave a really, really, really bad deposition. He basically said, they would ask him something like, did you give women drugs? And he would just say, yes. And it was like,
you're going to end up in
you want to like expand
hell.
on that? Or
your ancestors.
So no, he literally was just saying, oh yeah, I gave women this, I gave women that, he didn't go on to say, hey, you know, it was the fucking 70s, it was a party drug, like these women would have had to pay for these drugs otherwise. This is an actual like party situation. It wasn't like considered a roofie at the time. Yeah, he gave a terrible deposition. I agree with that. Base capture. Oh shit, I can't remember which of these is...
Xander Dawson says, can't stay for the stream. Got an early opening shift tomorrow.
We'll go base capture.
Have some shekels from Texas, and Godspeed, gentlemen.
Is that worth it? 50,000 more? Fuck the salvage. I want money! Nah, fuck that. I do want the salvage, goddammit. Okay.
Dylan Killen says, many years ago, a young man stood beside the bed of his dying father. His son stooped in and asked his final question. So, no Sabaton?
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! We all knew it was coming.
Brazier says, I love how UK socialists support, quotations, the working class, yet berate them for voting for Brexit and defending their rights. They're ruining my homeland.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, I thought I would have to travel. Oh, no! I thought I would have some time to let some guys heal and fix up some mechs. It's just gonna drop me right on there with 3 guys. Oh, well, they're 3 pretty good mechs. I'll probably be all right. It's not a terribly difficult mission, as you can see. This game is badass. I mean, you have to be into you know, turn-based strategy games, obviously, but if you like Battletech, you're already into turn-based strategy.
Carl Brundage donates 20. Thank you very much, sir. Hey, Razor. Matt Barlow and Ashes of Ares is going to be in your area in April. He'd like to meet up. Who are those people? I don't know what that is.
I'm not a big Matt Barlow guy. Matt Barlow is one of the Iced Earth singers.
Oh.
I guess he has a new band. I've never been a Barlow guy. As far as Iced Earth goes, I'm much more of a Ripper Owens guy. Speaking of which, I got the new Spirits of Fire album from Ripper. Oh, it fucking kills. It fucking kills.
Malroadkill says, on the Trex issue, the largest elephant ever taken by hunters. Sorry, Trex. T-Rex, please. Punctuation, people. The largest elephant ever taken by hunters was 12 tons.
On my way.
It took 12 rounds of 416 Rigby.
Whoa.
5,600 pounds of energy, and 4 375 H&H mag.
It makes you wonder, like, how the fuck did prehistoric man bring down fucking mastodons?
Yeah, with spears,
fucking,
sharp sticks.
With arrows and sharp sticks. Like, how the fuck? I mean, although you could almost see a spear working better than a gun.
Right.
In a way, because it has more weight behind it. It, you know...
And,
it's not moving as fast, but it has more mass.
That 375 H&H mag travels at 4,600 feet per pound. To compare a 8mm Mauser's 3,000 feet.
You seen the fucking Russians want to goddamn bring back fucking mastodons and shit?
Yeah, I mean, they're trying, but the hardest part is DNA only lasts, what is it? What's the half-life there? Is it 400 years?
Something like that. I think Chinese scientists are working on it too.
And unfortunately, you'd have to have multiple sources of DNA and put them together and hope that there's enough pieces. Because the mastodon went extinct too long ago. So, it sucks.
Bring back the woolly rhinos.
Moving out.
Bring back that fucking species that was in Australia. It was a mammal that had gills. I swear to God, it was like a deer or something, or a dog. Like,
I think I saw that, actually. It was on Colbert this week, talking about Jussie Smollett.
Ah!
Connect the dots. Call ships into harbor with my forehead.
I thought Mastodon was still playing.
Okay, we want to occupy the depot.
Engaging jump jets.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna occupy and then leave a bunch of fucking trash around.
Roger.
Gonna knock over some trash cans. Where's that urban mech?
Nobody messes with Adam Wee. Donated $50.
Jesus.
Thank you so much, sir. Means the world to us.
Oh, there's a little eject button. I wonder if that was there before.
Evening, Razor and Terran, with the 40th anniversary of the original Alien coming up.
Sweet.
Any plans to celebrate? If not, may I suggest a review of said film and or a playthrough of Isolation?
Yeah, I'd love to. We did one short little Alien Isolation stream. But we definitely, that game takes so long to get going, like we barely got to the part where the alien even shows up.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Also, what's happening in the water and what's it doing to the frogs? Thank you again, man.
The question is, are the frogs making deals with transdimensional aliens?
It's the shadow people.
It's the shadow people, shadow people, shadow people. Let's get it behind cover here.
Amy Schumer's 10th chin says, is there an anime that you love that everyone else hates?
What's an...
Can't really think of one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean... Most
That
people
just hate?
Most people seem to like the anime that I'm into. Trying to think, what would be one that wasn't... You know what I kind of like and I acknowledge is just outright terrible is the Samurai Showdown anime movie. Not very good. Not very good at all. Mostly it's the dub, though, that's so awful. But I say an anime with a terrible dub is like a rite of passage to even get into anime. You have to watch at least one anime that has just god-awful, like, early Funimation dubs. You have to.
Oh, yeah.
Engaging target.
Like, you need that Mega Man X4... What am I fighting for? Like, you need that at some point.
Good to go.
Oh. And is there an anime that you hate that isn't Dragon Ball Z that everyone else loves? I mean, that one should be
Yeah,
easier.
pretty straightforward on that one. Like fucking Inuyasha's awful.
God, fucking
Naruto is especially bad. Bleach, yeah, Bleach
is awful.
Oh, Bleach is bad. Yeah, I remember working at the comic store. We'd have, you know,
I think I hit something good.
anime fests.
Yeah,
And they'd always, Inuyasha, Bleach, Naruto, they'd all be playing up there on the big screen, and I'd be ready to gouge my eyes out with Styx' spoon.
So, what is the name of the magazine? It's called, like, Jump, right?
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump?
Right.
That whole... they've got their whole cabal of, like, anime figures and manga.
Right.
So, like, in the early days, it was good stuff. But, like, the modern shit is awful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you go back, Yu Yu Hakusho, original Dragon Ball, like, all that stuff, Hokuto no Ken.
It's kind of like Heavy Metal Magazine that way. How the old stuff is just amazing, and the new stuff is like, what the
Garbage.
fuck is this? Yeah. Right? And it's a similar idea. It's like a compilation magazine where they have regular features and what have you. Speaking of which, I wonder what's happening with that new Heavy Metal movie.
I haven't heard a thing. We got a poster.
I'm one of the
that's
few
it.
guys who actually liked Heavy Metal 2000. I didn't think it was terrible. It just shouldn't have been called Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
It should have been called FAKK2 or whatever. I think it would have been better received. It's got Michael Ironside, for Christ's sake. You can't hate Michael Ironside.
Sam C says,
How long until he gets Me Too'd, I wonder.
better pay off that space debt to us space elves, Goyam.
Ah! Transdimensional alien elves.
Almighty Malachi says, "Good evening, gents.
Oh man, these guys are.
As a prisoner of Massachusetts, is there any way for me and my fellow Republican brothers to liberate our state from the Kennedy menace?
Ugh.
Or is Massachusetts
Bro, that's
permanently screwed?"
That's entrenched. That is entrenched. Like Boston, Boston is kind of New York, L.A. for Massachusetts. It decides what the entire state does, unfortunately. You know, you don't think Brookline is making a whole lot of calls for the state.
Copy that.
Aw, you fucking fuckhead. -1
No
evasion.
joy.
Brazier says,
This guy has some high evasion. This is why you use a Jenner, by the way. I wonder what this Jenner is identifying as, though.
Brazier says, "Hey Razor, do you know of the Webley Fosbury?
No, I don't.
It is a top break automatic revolver with a sliding frame, chambered in 4.55.
Nice. 4.55 is hard to find, though.
FW has a vid on it.
Cool.
Was that Forgotten Weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
Firing on target.
I saw he just hit 1 million subs.
Hey, congrats to him.
Yeah. It's nice when good channels get 1 million subs. It is nice.
Captain Caffeine says,
Come on,
Taryn,
Blackjack, do this. Do it up.
Captain Caffeine says, Taryn, come to Eugene, Oregon. I can get you the chance to shoot a Thompson machine gun. We have a shooting range that
Got him!
That advertises this. Actually, I think you can do that in Arizona.
You can.
There's shooting ranges. I mean, it's Arizona. You can shoot anything here.
Yep.
I think you're legally allowed to own artillery.
I believe Hickok 45 went on a road trip out here just to be able to shoot certain kinds of guns. Him and his son did a while back. They went through Texas, and then they came over here. Because Texas has more restrictive gun laws than we do.
Yeah. Arizona really is.
Receiving you.
Jim Sterling in a mankini. Says,
Oh! Of course, with some of the imagery I've thrown at you, I can't really complain.
A Razor, on March 9th, 2016, Australian singer John English passed away. In honor of his memory, I would like to recommend some of his songs to everyone. Hollywood 7, She Was Real, and 6 Ribbons.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Stealth Creation says, what is probably the funniest article you'd want to use Dissenter for? Ooh.
Used
anything on the route?
For. Ooh. New York Times. Pedophilia is a disorder, not a crime. Ooh, that has to be. Because I don't believe New York Times allows comments. That would have to be up there. Okay, let's drop some of these lasers.
What fucking British website was it? Was it Daily Mail or something? They had like the life of a non-offending pedophile or something, and they had like the cover banner was the picture of
Guardian, I think.
The Guardian, maybe, like the creepiest guy you could imagine.
Yeah.
You're letting me loose?
Ugh. Let's hope not.
Also, do you think that archive.is will be impacted or helped by Dissenter?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Archive, it's the archive site everybody uses to back up tweets and shit.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I never use it, so I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, can't really help you with that one. Raven Jehuti says, finish this thought. If Charles Bronson was still alive and ran in 2020... ...
For president?
I'm assuming.
Fuck that. We'd have to make a new office just for Bronson.
Yeah.
the office of thinning the herd.
Metalhead Martyr says the DNC is going to screw Bernie Sanders over again.
They don't have to. I think he's already lost so much political capital by cucking out to Hillary.
Yeah. And his nutsack is longer than the rest of his lifespan. Oh, God. There, I fucking said it. Godspeed.
Yeah.
Well, we were all
look at Bernie Sanders. His appeal was what? His appeal was primarily he's a guy who isn't Trump or Hillary. Right? That was initially his appeal. And he was in basically a two-candidate race. There was a third guy in there, I think, for the Democrats, but pretty much it was a two-horse show. And, you know, that was really why he was able to rise to the top. This is why I don't think he's going to even be one of the final candidates. Now, you know, he has to deal with the fact that at the end of that election, he completely cucked out and endorsed Hillary and then ran off to his lakeside mansion, and it was not a good look. Not a good look at all. And you have to deal with the fact that there's a bunch of other candidates. You know, it's not just two people anymore. It's going to be Bernie and like 7 or 8 other motherfuckers.
Commander?
I really do not see him doing well this time, actually. No. But, you know, I could be wrong. I reserve the right to change my prediction if circumstances change, but as is, I don't see him doing very well.
Eyes of the wolf.
Plus, how's he going to run and not get questions about Venezuela constantly? How is this motherfucker going to have socialist in his name and not be constantly hit with Venezuela questions? Especially when you know the media doesn't like Bernie. They want a Hillaryite to win. So they're actually going to hit him with those kind of questions.
Good to go.
How in the world is Decker in the best position to kill this guy?
Eyes of the wolf says. What will it take to implement... God damn it, I lost it. There it is. What will it take to implement another immigration and... What will it take to implement another Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952, McCarran-Walter Act, and reduce immigration to 100,000 or less?
It's all in how you sell it. If it's simple regulation, if it's simple, hey, we need time to sort of cohere, we need time to actually, like, assimilate these cultures, and then we're going... You know what probably would do it? Is if you set a limit of years. Is if as you do this, you say, okay, and in 5 years, we'll increase the amount of immigration, or something. If you set it down the line where... it will have to raise up, then Democrats can't pretend that they don't just want lots and lots of Democrat voters. Basically, you put their nuts against a wall, and they have to come right out and say it. Once you get the Democrats in that position, they're fucked.
Joe Rogan is 2'5", says.
Woohoo! Money!
He lost 2 inches there.
C-bills!
Between PayPal and Chase discriminating against conservative money and the endless deplatforming, and now it's confirmed the left throttles every little Facebook post. Anyone else disappointed the mark of the beast turned out to be a blue check mark?
You're not wrong. Okay, claimed salvage. There we go. Get pieces of a panther.
Black Bull asks, thoughts on Bryce Harper going to the Phillies?
Oh, man.
Is this deal going to screw them over?
The Phillies? Yeah, I don't think the Phillies are going to be screwed as hard because they have some pretty good pieces in place already. The Padres are the ones who are getting screwed on this Machado trade. They are getting fucked because they do not have the pieces. They do not. Last year, they were dick last. They have not put nearly enough pieces in place to contend. The Diamondbacks are going to suck, but I don't think they're going to suck as much as people think. So they're probably going to be like second to last in the division or something. I think Padres are still going to be dick last. They're just going to have Machado in their lineup. And here's the problem. Machado's going to sign this fucking contract, and then the Padres aren't going to fucking compete. And then if the Padres don't compete, then Machado's going to be Machado, and he's going to piss and whine in the press. Manny Machado is fucking clubhouse cancer, folks. And he is not going to be quiet. It's going to be just like when he was on the Orioles, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about how they weren't contending. Man, they're just gonna. It's gonna be the Zach Greinke of the fucking Padres. They're gonna be paying him this huge paycheck, and they're not gonna have enough money to fill out the rest of the roster. Okay, so we're getting a message from someone with an unknown ID. We're shopping for uncertified contracts behind the review board's back, Yang. Hell no, I'm not certain. But for what it's worth, I can confirm that she's rich. She reached out to us with a priority HPG message, and those things ain't cheap. Hyperpulse generator. Following up on this will be... God, these are such emo responses. I've never let that stop me before. Crawling in my skin.
Fuck, God damn it. I was gonna say it. Like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Right?
I was gonna say it.
Right?
I was gonna say, oh, you should play crawling in the background.
Okay, that's the spirit, and besides, we need this. We've been hemorrhaging C-bills out here for way too long as it is. Meeting with a mystery client sounds totally reasonable to me, given the circumstances. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I know, right? We're just at the beginning of the game, letting the plot unfurl. Our new client vents us out the airlock, and our corpses spend the rest of forever tumbling through the icy vastness of space? Thanks for that delightful image, gang. Look, George, I'll admit this is sketchy as hell, but it's also the best lead we're likely to find. If you want to follow up, plot a course for Bellerophon. The client will be waiting. Contract to meet with our Canopian mystery client is ready for review in the command center. Take a look when you're ready. So in the meantime, I think I can be a privateer here.
Admiral Catfish says, AOC may be commie scum, but at least she's commie scum with a nice rack.
Your face looks like shit. You can't even get past it.
Edwulf Bergman says, regarding our PCs, does it play Doom Hell on Earth, though?
Right.
Better fucking believe it does.
Contracts, Leopard. Well, shit. Where's our contracts?
Mr. Mosby says, have you guys ever considered converting to Islam? No!
Yeah, no.
As your Phoenix says, be honest, Taryn, how many boobs have you touched? Let's see, counting your
Well, he does have to wash his face in the morning.
Let's see. Masahiro the Master Hero says, earlier I meant the recommending of Elric overall.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Right on. Yeah, the balance loss is pretty bad, but yeah, I definitely recommend all the other Elric stuff. Really, it's sad. Elric was treated really well in comics, but the balance lost is like one of the rare examples of it not really being that good. And it's not like it's terrible. If you know the whole multiverse thing and all the funky Michael Moorcockian bullshit, it's actually kind of an interesting read. But for people who are just getting into Elric and think it's just like dark fantasy and don't want to fuck around with the multiverse and all that sci-fi shit, then you're probably best trying out the Elric bande dessinée. Should we do one more privateer or jump straight to the benefactor mission? In the benefactor mission, like that really, like you have to assault like a fucking moon base or something?
Yeah, it's actually pretty long.
I'll capture the depot and I'll make sure I make a little more money. Let's go there. Okay.
Darth Jester
over
says,
there. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?
God, I never get sick of that. How are we sounding tonight, chat?
Have you ever tried this?
What?
The Thin Mints,
Oh, yeah, I actually did like a week ago.
so good.
And this was Thin Mint iced coffee. It's really good. I want to try the, what is it? Caramel something? I forget what the other two flavors are. It's caramel something and something shortbread.
Oh, I saw that on the menu.
Yeah. I miss the ice cream flavors.
Have you guys ever tried the Thin Mints, any of the Thin Mints drinks from Dunkin' Donuts? I have like the ice cream one. And T-Boogie said he had the coffee of it.
Yeah. Speaking of, someone asked about revolvers earlier. Should probably talk about your new gun, lady.
Oh my god, I have,
It's a Cimarron Holy Smoker.
yeah,
Look
it's called
this,
a Holy Smoker.
look this fucking thing up. It is basically a single action army. It's had an action job, so it's pretty smooth. And it has a fucking Christ on a cross embedded in the grip. Like a gold. It's fucking amazing.
A gold piece of Jesus Christ on the cross.
Look it up.
On the grip.
It's amazing.
I can't wait to shoot it.
I know.
It sounds like a grill, not a gun.
Okay.
Where did I leave off? Oh, Darth Jester says, favorite house, Crusader or Warden?
Definitely Warden. I'm more of a, as far as you're talking about clans, actually. I'm definitely more of a Ghost Bear guy.
Okay.
As far as clans go.
Lucifer says, why is the camel called the ship of the desert? Because it is filled with Arab semen.
All right.
Drago says, for the love of God, make an official Discord. Also,
I thought that was your job, Taryn.
One of these days. Also, I'm gonna open up a fast food joint named Nothing Burger. You know what? That would probably do really well.
Not just yet. Let's let... okay, only 10 days until Medusa and Glitch are done being worthless wastes of space.
Somebody said that's exactly the gun I would expect Eve to get.
Look it up. It's amazing. It's amazing. In fact, I probably could show you guys real quick.
While you're doing that.
Yeah, let me
Richard Slammer says,
let me see if I can show you guys real quick.
hi, Razor, Taryn, and Eve. You might not have heard, but today, speaking of people who are hired by WWE for questionable reasons, Dana Warrior, Ultimate Warrior's widow, has been hired as a writer.
Oh my god. There it is.
There it is.
God damn.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Here we go, guys. That's her fucking piece. It's pretty awesome. And it's blued.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Real nice, actually. Really, really cool. And surprisingly light. Surprisingly, like not as heavy as you would think.
And you would expect the cross to be a bother when you hold it, but it's not. It doesn't stick out far too much.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Enough of that. Anyways. All right, let's open up the game here. Okay, financial report in 4 days. Sweet. We'll go ahead and fudge that, like Michael Cohen. Glitch! Let's put her back in the Vindicator. Please, God. Now, do I want a chance putting Decker on the field?
Oh, God.
Do I want to put this tissue paper human being?
Masahiro, the Master Hero, says, thoughts on the Taiwanese metal band Chthonic?
Never
pronouncing that correctly?
Never listened to him.
Yeah, never heard of him. Sorry, sir. but thanks for showing up tonight. Julian Peep.
Do we have... Hold on. Do we have... Mech Warriors? Yeah, I think I need to... That's right, I need to upgrade.
Commander?
Do I have enough? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's upgrade my guy first. Piloting. I'm going to go with piloting first. Gunnery second. Sweet.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Julian Peacock says, somebody in a Facebook group I joined was saying democratic socialism will work without raising taxes. How do I acquire a gun in Massachusetts so I may end myself and give Warren my scalp? Godspeed.
I hear you.
Oh, God. I mean, the problem is, how do you argue with people like that who don't even know basic facts like how much we pay in taxes?
Yeah.
Don't even know... If you don't know that basic information... Hold on a second.
For orders.
Service record. Yeah, it was Miranda something. They changed her last name.
Yeah.
It was Miranda something.
I don't think it was Patricia Hernandez.
Not Patricia Hernandez.
Yeah.
It was Miranda something.
And I forgot what the controversy is. Honestly, I don't care.
They changed her because of the controversy.
Yeah.
God damn, I wish I could remember. Okay. Let's go piloting on them. Okay, anybody else left? I think we're okay. Medusa could use more everything.
Warrior training complete.
Good to go. Yes.
Oh, Decker could use more everything.
Stealth Creations asks, Razor, do you have recommendations for local YouTubers that cover the Pacific West Coast, especially on the ground? Like, what, news or...
Yeah, news? What are you talking about? I don't...
Like, blogging? Or I'm not sure, like, what specifically you mean, man.
There's not a whole lot of YouTubers from Arizona. Who's that douchebag who... That clickbaity guy...
That's
There's
like...
a really clickbaity guy from here.
I fucking don't know, man. Sorry.
Not Spoonie. Spoonie's in Chicago now. He and Eve traded places.
Oh, and regarding the chick, was it Miranda Perez?
Yes! Yes!
I forget what the controversy was, but...
They changed her name because of it. Said something like, it was some... like men are over type of thing. Something like that. Alright. Mech Warriors fucking deploy. The Free Worlds League is the oldest of the successor states, founded by House Merrick. It was the very first house.
Somebody said, pets in socialist countries, ... F.
Oh my god. Andrea Jovanovic says, Yo, Razor, do you
Get a
know
really
of,
loud dog whistle. You think we could just turn them on the Koreans?
do you know of any resources for making and maintaining bitching beards, preferably long flowing beards? Thank you.
Oh, you know, they actually sell a lot of that kind of stuff, like beard pomade and stuff like that at, actually, I think they even have it at Walgreens now. If you go into the shaving section, they actually have, like, not beeswax or anything, but, like, you know, just pomade stuff to sort of keep your beard sculpted and all that fun shit. They have all that.
Or you can shave it.
You know, or you could shave it because it's
disgusting,
douchey and dated and hipsterish.
Yeah.
Tomo-kun.
It depends, though. There are acceptable beards, although I will always err on the side of a mustache over a beard.
Mm-hmm.
These hipsters, if you want to impress me with your manliness, you can grow a fucking mustache like a man.
Tomo-kun says, Good evening, gents. Your thoughts on the massive failure of a project you call California High-Speed Rail project?
The guy who originally shopped high-speed rail in California is calling it the biggest goat fuck in the history of the state now. The guy who originally envisioned the project.
Can you imagine what that's going to cost them?
Oh my god. Rail? What is it with fucking socialists and rail? What is it? What the fuck? We were just sitting, and in fact, we were just sitting here in Phoenix. We have our own fucking rail boondoggle here in Phoenix called the fucking light rail. It's basically...
Horrible.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. And it fucks up the stoplight timing, so you have to sit at stoplights constantly waiting for the fucking light to turn because the lights favor the fucking light rail. Throws it all off. It was supposed to make it easier to get around the city. It has made it at least 5 times harder. And we were just stuck at a light waiting to fucking turn because this stupid thing was rolling past. And as it's cruising past, printed on the side of it said the future of transit. They couldn't even get someone to pay for an ad on the side of this piece of shit. They put their own ad on the side of it, and it just said the future of transit. I'm like, really? The future of transit is a fucking trolley.
It's the future.
It's the future of 1932. You fucking retards. I hate that goddamn thing.
Gadget Boy.
If I were the fucking mayor of this city, it would be the first order of business would be a massive campaign to get rid of that goddamn thing. It is so useless. It loses millions of dollars. People write it for fucking free.
It attracts ghetto people.
Oh, it attracts the trashiest motherfuckers. It has caused a rash of burglaries in North Phoenix.
Yep.
Because people get on the light rail.
And it killed them.
Run out. Oh, yeah, it's killed several people. It, oh, yeah, there was a guy who was killed by it, like, right before you got here, like a few weeks ago. But yeah, people take the light rail, go all the way up to where it ends at fucking Dunlap, and then they burgle a house, and then they run back on the light rail to get away, and that's their escape route.
Gadget Boy says, I once thought I saw Al Gore driving through my hometown in a Hummer. Got my vision tested after that. It's 2030.
On my way.
I got glasses after that. Trago says, since you have the film archives going, would you consider doing a series diving into westerns? And if I may make a weebish suggestion.
For westerns, here's the thing. I could do a western on Rageaholic Cinema.
Yeah.
So that's kind of already covered by Rageaholic Cinema. So I probably wouldn't do that. But I definitely will do a western on Rageaholic Cinema, no question.
And if I may make a weebish suggestion, a series diving into your favorite personal animes.
I probably could not sustain that for more than 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We
both watched anime, but like so very few.
Yeah, we're picky motherfuckers.
Yeah, most of it isn't worth it. It's garbage.
Oh, shit. We got a locust up there. Are you kidding me?
Oh god, I feel bad for this one. Mr. Mosby says, getting married to an African woman soon. It seems like only yesterday I started talking to her. She didn't know English, but we just clicked.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew where that was going the moment you said African woman.
Oh my god.
I knew it! Well played, sir.
Bobio Jimbo says, bring back T-Boogie's dad. I'm afraid it's far too late for that.
If she ever gives you lip, just have it disked.
Dylan Killen says, Razor low T. The jokes are Sabbath on.
Oh, let's take out this panther. If I can. Oh, it hit! Nice.
Andreja Jovanovic says,
sorry I broke up your Black Panther party.
Fuck those space elves. You owe money to the Moon Jews first and foremost. The fuck?
Robotic elves.
Mr. Mosby says,
nice.
Here's $10. Now, Taryn, tell RazörFist you love him. Do you want me to look longingly into his eyes? Too?
No, because then we're gonna fight.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Dun, 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 dun.
Evil have to wear a lizard man costume from Star Trek.
I'll need
You'll have to
a
fight with
styrofoam rock.
Yeah. She'll need a paper mache fucking stump.
Thy Raven Wings says Steiner Scout Lance versus Bronson with 2 wildies. Who wins?
Poor Scout Lance.
Oh, no. Bronson in an urban mech, but the gun stapled to the side is a wildy.
Waiting for orders.
Just give Bronson a Browning and stand back.
Aye, aye.
Hell's Fury donates 30. Thank you very much. Hey, Razor, 2 questions. What is your favorite Superman comic?
Hold on. Is anyone in the Steiner Scout Lance Bronson's girlfriend? That's the question. Because that person is dead as fuck, first.
Sure.
Anyway, continue.
Favorite
Ooh, right leg
Superman
destroyed.
comic?
I think I hit something good.
Knockdown. Nice.
Wasn't All-Stars supposed to be good?
Grant Morrison, fuck that shit. You know, strangely enough, one of the better Superman comics is actually a Mark Waid comic. It's Superman Birthright.
Waiting on you, Commander.
All right.
And second question, and what are the deadly sins of a metal band?
Roger that.
Deadly sins. Let's see. Not knowing when to end a song. I would say too many chorus repeats. These are sins for pretty much any musical act, incidentally.
Too many ballads?
It depends. If the ballad's good, the ballad's good. Good songs trump bad songs, regardless of what classification they are. But yeah, too many ballads as a rule is not a great habit to indulge in. Oh fuck. Job for a Cowboy breakdowns.
Huh.
Bree bree bree. That's a definitely a deadly sin.
Acknowledged.
Oh, and he's down.
Oh, there you go.
MECH destroyed.
Masahiro,
Oh,
the
gosh.
Master Hero, says, thoughts on 38 Super Pistols? Any makes and models?
Yeah, I don't know much about him. Like I said, I've never pretended to be a gun expert. I know a lot about the specific guns I like, but I couldn't tell you much about other models outside of those.
Jay Center says,
Wars guarded. Woo! Oh, and he one hit.
damn.
Goodbye, Locust.
Jay Center asks, thoughts on Rodney Dangerfield, Lenny Bruce?
Oh man. Lenny Bruce, I don't think his material was that good. He's important, but I don't think his material's that good. Rodney Dangerfield was a god.
Yeah.
He was, those fucking one-liners were murderous. And they still do the business today. Like, I love the kind of comedian that Rodney Dangerfield was, too, where they're just, there's no pretense to it. There's, like, I just saw a Bob Saget special on fucking one of the comedy channels last night, and he was sitting there with an acoustic guitar singing his jokes, and I was just like, come on, dude. You're better than that. I like comedians that are just like, I'm going to stand here with a microphone, and here's the punchline, and you're going to laugh. Like, Rodney Dangerfield was just the purest stand-up comedian. He was just going to stand there, deliver his jokes, and fucking assassinate. I love those kind of comedians.
Hell's Fury says, will there ever be a Rageaholic Cinema on 90s bootlegged Dirty Harry, otherwise known as Demolition Man?
Maybe. I'm not the biggest Demolition Man fan. Whoops. I think I like Judge Dredd more than Demolition Man.
Yeah, yeah. We'd probably do that first.
It's an underrated movie. God damn it, Decker. Of course he fucking damaged his mech. Panther. Ooh, another piece of a panther.
Anon Moose says, have you been paying attention to all the bullshit being flung at Vic? Any thoughts? We kind of discussed that.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't really know all the details.
I have not, as soon as the Me Too movement got involved, I was like, I stopped paying attention. I'm not going out in those fucking weeds. Sorry, pal. It gets to a point where I can only take so many accusations before I require proof.
That Indian dude says, heard Hitler was a vegetarian. He must have been into juicing pretty hard. Masahiro, the Master Hero, says, Nothing Burger is the socialist breadline.
Come back anytime.
Dylan Killen says, Eve, shooting shitbags with the savior.
Exactly.
You should get that engraved on the side.
It's already got a cross on the side.
No, I'm extra. We can put it on the other side.
Oh my god.
Jay Center says, give Elizabeth Warren a smallpox blanket. That will take care of the problem.
Let's see here. Now, are the jump jet, or is it the machine gun that I needed? Hold on. MG. Fuck.
Is the rocket ship loaded with the fuel?
Confirm. Let me. They usually have a ship. There we go.
Matthew Carson says, I asked previously if you'd heard the band Migla, and was surprised to hear you hadn't.
No.
I'd highly recommend their album Exercises in Futility. It's possibly the best BM album from the past decade. Oh, black metal.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, 1 day on the spider. Good, it didn't get too damaged, so let's...
Hell's Fury says, thoughts on
You're gonna end up in Japanese hell, a disgrace to your ancestors.
Let's see here. Sorry, what'd you ask?
Thoughts on Caius?
Oh yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of Caius at all. One of those kind of proggier sort of... No.
Osmium says, hey gang, what are your thoughts of Trudeau and Netanyahu possibly being removed from office for scandals and controversies recently? Praise the hair.
I don't know about that. I think they're probably blowing it out of proportion. I mean, it'd be great if Trudeau was removed from office, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't.
The wail of a dying coyote.
Trudeau should be removed from office just for being bad.
Honestly. God, he's such an embarrassment, especially every time he goes anywhere outside of Canada.
Oh, it's insufferable. He's white Obama.
And I hate when he has to take the mandatory, ooh, look at me, I support the fags, and he's sitting there and he holds the rainbow flag, posing with guys with strap-ons to show how tolerant he is.
Well, at least he's not as bad as Macron in that regard. Macron's a fucking, don't get me started.
I've got the financial report.
Operating expenses, okay.
There it is. The wail of a dying coyote says,
and this is kind of cool, you can change... You can spend less, but it affects your morale negatively, or you can spend more and it affects them positively, which is pretty cool. These are just all the little simulation aspects you have in this.
Oh, I didn't even know
dig.
that. The wail of a dying coyote says, good evening, gents. Funny story. I saw my dad with a new do the other day. I asked him, hey, Dad, did you get a haircut? He said, no, I got them all cut. Guess that was a dad joke?
It's very much a dad joke.
Osmium says, have you guys seen 1791's most recent video regarding the death of clickbait journalism?
No, I haven't.
Also,
it's just the death of conventional journalism, honestly.
Yeah. Also, did you watch the Vader fan film made by Star Wars Theory?
No. A lot of people have been linking it, though.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay, let's proceed.
Samuel Duran says, have you seen Cowboy Bebop? If so, do you like it?
I'm not no, absolutely not. Not a fan.
What's going on here?
Lady Centrella is hiring us. Apparently, this is a very, very wealthy, prominent individual. All right, here we go. I'd expect nothing less. The job that I have for you is relatively simple. I need you to recover something for me, and I need it done quietly. In exchange for your services, I will pay down the interest on your rather sizable loans and buy you the breathing room you've been looking for. A fair deal, wouldn't you say? How do you know about... You know what? It doesn't matter. Just tell us what we're supposed to be recovering. This. An enormous grounded dropship. Ramshackle structures cling to it like barnacles. She's a derelict vessel, an Argo, only one of two ever made. For over 200 years, she's been lying in state on Axelis, a pirate moon in the heart of the frontier. I want her, and you are going to bring her to me. This is one of the interesting aspects of Battletech. It's, when Star Wars was made, George Lucas's big proviso and really his big art design direction to everyone working on the movie was the future isn't new, the future is old. Battletech takes that philosophy to like a hyperbolic extreme. The old houses fought each other for so long and for so hard and so viciously, and engaged in nuclear weaponry and such. The conflicts dragged on for so long that they basically bombed each other back several thousand years technologically. So they have lost technology. And there's a whole lost tech thing where basically society had much cooler weapons thousands of years ago.
Yeah. The mechs are passed down instead of built because there are just so few of them.
Exactly. And we're still in that era here. Whereas when the clans showed up, they started manufacturing some of that lost tech, and it got a little less special. It's why a lot of people say that the clans ruined the game. But the Argo is a good example of this. It's it's a piece of lost tech, basically, and we're trying to recover it now. Because you can't manufacture these anymore because we've bombed each other into the Stone Age.
Yeah, that's a jump ship, right?
Yeah. There's something like that.
How are you supposed to haul that?
It's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, are you equipped for that?
You'll find a jump ship waiting for you at Alloway. It will carry you to the pirate moon, where you'll clear a path to the crash site. Dr. Murad and her team will go to work on the derelict, and you will protect them until the work is done. This should all be well within your capabilities, Commander Rayburn, unless I've come to the wrong company, of course. I fought against legends, Lady Centrella. Pirates don't worry me. Yeah. I can see no reason why you shouldn't accept my offer. Do the job well enough, and there will be more work waiting for you upon your return. Mr. Oliveira will never find you a better opportunity than the one I'm offering, Commander Rayburn. I can promise you that. Let's see here. Got yourself some mercenaries. Very good. I'll forward your contract to Mr. Oliveira. Commander Rayburn, your exploits on Solaris 7 are remembered in the magistracy. I watched some of your fights myself. I saw your potential. Let's hope that you live up to it. Now, are there any...
Here we go. Commissar Manuel says...
Oh, I can't recruit yet?
Hey, Razor.
Oh, hiring hall. There we are.
Hey, Razor, who would build better gulags? Bernie Sanders or AOC?
I don't know. Bernie's built a few mansions, I would think. I don't know. I would say Bernie because he's at least done something in his life. And plus, he's certainly better acquainted with the USSR, as we saw. Did you see that video footage of him drinking shirtless with the fucking representatives of the USSR in the 80s?
What?
Yeah, having vodka.
Standing by.
That's crazy.
Receiving you.
I have to look that up. Idle Drifter says, socialists like controlling travel and farms. You can't hijack a train system to escape the country without an army. The Czech Legion proved that in post-World War I Russia. Great story, look it up.
Interesting.
Osmium says, would you ever consider doing a MRE food eating video with sticks?
Food eating video?
Should there be a battle royale where we have the late show hosts fight to the death?
What is this? Seek and destroy. Our intelligence confirms there is a lance of Canopian military units operating on Detroit. Within a region we control, all pirate operations are at risk as long as this lance is allowed to move unimpeded. Hunt down the enemy lance and eliminate. I like these ones. I like these missions. We're gonna do it.
Eyes of the Wolf says, I can imagine Eve saying, You will know my name is the Lord when I lay my fingers upon thee. Before pulling the trigger in an epic fashion.
That's exactly what would happen.
That Indian dude says,
oh god, Decker's doing some stupid shit. Banging noises draw you to the shared mech warrior barracks, where you find Decker disassembling one of the leopard's internal walls. There are already several panels neatly stacked beside him. He pauses, then explains. There's a few cubic meters of dead space back here. I'm making room so we can stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as this sounds, the banks aren't going to like you modifying their property.
Fuck it, we gotta live in it.
Damn. Whatever. Okay, more morale. Basically, I paid 20,000 for some additional morale there.
Where did I leave off? That Indian dude says, the only scalping Warren does is probably through eBay. Drago says, Taryn, make a Discord, or I'll put a fatwa on you.
You heard him. You heard the man.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee says, Taryn, I think you're cool. Why, thank you.
I don't like you anymore. You're not my favorite.
Thy Raven Wings says, I was given a rip of the Lords of Chaos movie from a Facebook buddy. To summarize, it's hipster revisionism.
Oh, absolutely.
Avoid...
Well, that's what the book was. Why do people keep... I've already talked a million times about how terrible the book Lords of Chaos is. It's the entire reason Varg has a personality cult right now, is that shitty fucking book. And what's he doing now that it's out? You notice he's said for years, I hate the Lords of Chaos book. And yet the moment it came out, he's sitting here doing like multi-part live streams where he watches the movie and comments on it. He's done at least 5 or 6 different videos talking about fucking Lords of Chaos. The guy knows where his bread is buttered.
No, James, go ahead and just put it in the chat. And Thy Raven Wing says, avoid, not that you need to be told.
Yeah, I know. Fucking, ugh. Jonas Ackerlund should be ashamed of himself. Like, Quarthon would be absolutely embarrassed.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee says, no, just kidding, you suck. Osmium says, thoughts on India and Paki debacle.
You know, on like a little less than a year ago, someone asked, what was it? Someone asked if there could be war in Korea. And my response, I can't remember what live stream it was. My response was, no, I think that we're much more likely to see war between India and Pakistan. I think that was my exact response. And unfortunately, I found it kind of surprising because I had not been keeping abreast of the India-Pakistan situation in a while, so I wasn't aware that it was quite so imminent. But, yeah, neener.
James Percy says, so AOC says she's the boss. Do you think Tony Danza will reach down from Valhalla and smite her for blasphemy?
Yes!
Moving out.
That's why I got banned, by the way.
Yep, that's why Eve got banned. She dared to speak an immutable truth that all representatives are supposed to represent their constituency, that they actually work for the people, they're not the boss of fucking anything.
Roger that.
Hi, Debonair Nerd says, hi, Dr. Bashfist and Gellick. Plain, simple Gellick. During your unquestionably heterosexual lunches on the promenade, any McMahon, Hank Hill, or Herbert Moon words of wisdom for me turning 29 tomorrow?
Yeah, whatever you do, avoid the Catholic, Jewish...
Homosexual.
Yeah, motorized elf, transdimensional alien, conspiracy.
Ready for orders.
Stealth, if I missed one, just type it in the chat.
Jump jets!
Reporting. Enemy contact.
My favorite quote from that interview was when Alex said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, he did say that. Gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of retarded.
Waiting for orders.
Legend.
Affirmative.
Oh, come on.
Yes, come
What the hell has MTV done to you, son?
Dylan Killen says, Taryn, make the best Sabaton joke you can. I don't know enough about the band to make a joke.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't listen.
You need to.
I should.
I'll have you all know, speaking of Sabaton and Powerwolf, the two bands everyone asks about, that Miss Eve at Eve's behest, I bought my first Powerwolf album.
I told him if he really loved me, he would buy it, and then he bought it. So, and he likes it too. It's the new Powerwolf album.
All right, let's see here.
Good night, Caesar.
Heading out.
And thank you for joining us.
Time to destroy the Canopian lands. Oh, and he's behind a rock, too. Oh, no, he's on top of the rock. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick!
Osmium says, do you have Bob's or Vagana? That's an Indian joke.
Yeah. That's a Pakistani joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hell's Fury says,
Do it.
Rageaholic Cinema Gran Torino.
Kenny Powers
Do it.
says, say, girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. In a Hank Hill voice. Oh yeah!
Stealth Creation says, if you could make a renaming of worst foods based off of worst celebs, what 3 worst foods would you rename with Movie Bob, Mel Gibson, and Harvey Weinstein?
What in the fuck? Kinda what?
That's the way he typed it. So I guess associating the worst foods with the worst celebrities?
What?
Tell me what to do.
I'd say movie Corn on the Cob, but we know that's never touched his lips.
Ready for orders.
Sorry, jowls.
Acknowledged.
I feel like I have to read that one again. Like I have no idea what that means.
Well, I mean, hell, it's right here if you want to read it.
Renaming of worth. Yeah, that is the weirdest question ever. That is some weird stuff. Oh! Yeah! Enemy turn. I know Decker's gonna get it here. 'Cause it's fucking Decker. Oh no! I got it. Never mind. Ooh.
Dylan Killen says, then we need to have Terran Saba gone.
Exactly. He's canceled for not listening to Sabaton.
Osmium says, best...
You're letting me loose?
Osmium says, best Mortal Kombat match. Michael Jackson versus Sony.
Alright, let's see here. Best Mortal Kombat match. Vanity Fair versus a primary source.
That Indian dude donates 20. Thank you very much, sir. I actually kept up with the India-Pakistan thing. People were salivating for war. Both sides have already backed down, and the nationalist government of India just got a gift to beat the leftists in the election coming up.
Yeah, a bit. Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's waste this guy.
Best match, Movie Bob versus a casserole.
Oh, come on. God damn it.
And we are actually caught up, sir.
Fuck yeah.
For once.
Let's see here. Can I get both of them if I jump over here? I love snow stages, by the way. They keep your heat nice and low.
No,
Ooh.
Serpent. Go ahead and type it in the chat.
PPC right to the cock.
Time to die.
Eat it!
Patrick, just go ahead and type it.
Command.
Suck PPC, piss ants.
On the move.
Get over here. Eat my autocannons. No? They both pretty bullshit.
Dylan Killen says, well, Taryn, remember how I rode you about the salvation? I'm gonna make it about Sabaton now. Get ready. Also, favorite obscure fact. Ooh.
Favorite obscure fact. About what?
Anything. As long as it's obscure.
Yes, Commander.
I need a jumping off point for that.
I kind of find it fascinating that bismuth can form naturally 90-degree angles. That's interesting.
When I was told that male seahorses give birth to the babies, I was like, holy shit. So.
Reporting critical hit.
The whole sparrows have more bones in their neck than giraffes.
What is with all this Neil deGrasse Tyson factoid horseshit? What is this?
I don't know.
What are you, Bill Nye the Science Guy? What the fuck is this shit?
No, it was just fascinating.
I was thinking like historical facts or something like that. I was trying to rack my brain for something. Because I do come out with something like that every now and then, but you know. It's hard when you don't already have sort of a
something obscure
train of thought.
One thing that I found interesting was that 6 million Jews did not die.
What? Oh my god.
I mean,
what?
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Demonetized.
Serpent21 says, was it true that Michael Jackson was a big fan of KFC?
I have no idea.
well.
I copy.
Almighty Malachi says, opinion on the band Ketzer.
Good God, what the fuck, dude? Oh, here's a random obscure fact, and this is actually one of my favorite random obscure facts. Fucking Michael Bolton tried out for Black Sabbath. It's true.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's interesting.
Here's another great one. So did Rod Stewart. They both sent in audition tapes when Black Sabbath were looking for singers in the early 80s.
Is it possible to hear those?
Yeah, I wonder. I have no idea. A lot of those are out there in the public sphere. But yeah, at the very beginning, Michael Bolton was like a rocker guy. You know, he was not just...
Orders?
He wasn't singing vagina ballads. He found his market, though.
Almighty Malachi asks, opinion on the band Ketzer.
Copy that.
Yeah, I have never heard of them. Come on, bitch! Yeah!
Patrick Starr says, so you're saying the Democrats are being grabbed by the Pelosi?
You ain't fucking wrong. By the way, because we held a poll, and I know a lot of people voted and wanted a particular game or whatever, I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we'll do another stream.
You're letting me loose?
Do one of the other ones. I was thinking maybe Philip Marlowe tomorrow, because we've been teasing it for a while.
Sure, I don't mind. Osmium asks, thoughts on Twitch thoughts?
Do your taxes.
And,
all right. Here we
Tier
go.
J says, are these showing up? I never heard my two. Well, I didn't see them. They're not popping up. And honestly, guys, I'm reading the chat, so, you know, you can just type it in there.
That mech is ready to fight.
All right, I got a Panther. Panthers are good because they're a light mech, so you would think they're kind of, you know, they don't really have any teeth, but they've got a fucking PPC on them. Like, they're nasty. They can really fuck your shit up if you're not careful.
Senator Satan says, you should show up to the Arizona 2 Gun Action Challenge match with your C96 and some kind of carbine. I'll be judging T Boogie on his pronunciation of carbine.
See,
is it carbine or carbine?
I've always thought it was carbine, personally, but I've heard carbine from a lot of gun people, and that throws me off. I don't actually think there is a correct pronunciation. I think you can actually pronounce it either way.
See, I'm one of those people that doesn't care.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like people who argue about stopping power.
Ketchup?
If you're yeah, it's ironic. The people who rail the most about stopping power are the most incapable of fucking stopping when they have an argument about this bullshit.
Take off your shoes.
All right, sweet. Well, we are caught up,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Almost. Hope of Men says Calvin Coolidge had a pet raccoon.
Did he?
There you go. There's a fact.
Underrated president. We should have listened to him. We could have been out of the Great Depression sooner.
Let's see. No, that one's old. Mercenary X21 says, hey, Razor, given all the stuff that goes on in the Patriots fight board on 8chan, there is a plan that Trump has, and it is scary just how much behind the scenes is leaking out.
Like what?
I have no idea. See, when you bring something up like that, you guys have to, like, explain.
Yeah, it sort of have to expand. And now, unfortunately, there's a character limit, so they can't necessarily, like, write a Gettysburg Address. Morale steady. Okay, so morale's all right. See if I can hire someone before I go. Ogre!
Debonair Nerd says, you thought you had caught up. You thought wrong.
Panda, this is a mech warrior that retweets Bowser cock.
Oh my god.
Black Raptor says, "Hey Razor, Terran, and Eve, just to let you know, I finally got the Battletech Beginner's Box set online.
Nice.
In addition, I bought the Kepler MECH at a local store, waiting for the Supernova Shadowcat Prime.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And the Assassin in the mail tomorrow."
Good shit. I've already got my Mauler, but I'm interested to see what the resculpt will look like when they get to that. I'm very, very interested. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is that it?
Nope.
No.
The Whale of a Dying Coyote says, we got quite a few extra,
You're letting me loose?
like within the past 5 minutes.
Oh, maybe we could do more.
Hey Razor, just out of curiosity, has a loved one ever called you RazörFist by accident?
No.
And skeeved you out?
No. Never.
Huh?
No. Never.
Dylan Killen says, "You fools, you thought you were caught up, but it was I, the greatest Joseph Stalin."
Kindly Uncle Joe.
Oh.
No one expects the Bolshevik Inquisition.
Osmium says, "Pelosi, proof that Skeletor exists in real life."
That's not true. She does not have the physique to be Skeletor. Is that it?
Just actually 3 or 4 more.
Okay.
Jay Center says, "All of you, guiltiest guilty pleasure movie."
Oh,
Beastmaster movies for me, he says.
Deathstalker.
Okay.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Oh God. I'm trying to think.
I just said Judge Dredd earlier.
Well, you mean the original, right?
Right.
Ooh, wait. Also, Jason X.
Jason X.
Yes.
Ouch.
Don't shame me.
I just did.
I suppose like a handful of Japanese horror movies. I mean, they have the worst. They have the worst pacing ever. But a few of them are good.
Right.
Where did I leave off? Trago says, "I'm from Washington, D.C. Roast my city."
I think Al Qaeda's already trying to do that. But
What?
No, that's not not factual.
Debonair Nerd says, "Honest thoughts. A black 007. Should we go there?"
No, we shouldn't.
Please don't.
Look, just make a new character. What the
The other
fuck,
day
guys? If you want a black super agent, no one's gonna give a fuck. Make a black super agent, but just James Bond's a white guy. It's as simple as that.
But the other day when we saw the KFC ad with the
I would watch a new Bond-ish movie starring a black character.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's the same problem Marvel has had for the past 10 years. Just make new characters.
Yes.
Instead, they're replacing everyone with, like, the cast of a McDonald's commercial.
And can we stop casting Idris Elba as everything? Please.
Yeah,
I like him as an actor, but holy Christ.
He's losing a lot of capital by making all these bad movies.
Oh, bad.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee says, "Fact, I couldn't believe finding out Taryn was a guy." Am I caught up? Hold on.
No, someone just...
Yeah, no. That was the Pelosi one.
If not, I have the thing right here.
Do I have Ethan Long's here? See, this is weird. Some show up in the super chats and some don't show up.
Full-time Fader. Watched Babylon Berlin yet? No, because I'm not that interested in the... I saw the trailer for it, and I don't know. It just didn't... Europeans can't noir, it has to be said. They can't noir. They always wind up kind of embracing genre cliches, and it turns into kind of it becomes more about the period and the sort of... It just doesn't... It isn't noir. I can't... It's hard to describe. Like, because noir is so intangible to begin with. But the main thing about noir is you have to have that dialogue, that Raymond Chandler dialogue. And what I saw in the Babylon Berlin trailer, anyways, didn't have it. Especially once the characters start cussing, because it's like noir is always more clever than that. Always. Film noir should not have swearing in it. It's too easy. You want to suggest. You want to
cheapens it.
You want to have reportage. You know what I mean?
Now see here, we got one that didn't get listed. Ethan Long said, so after watching your Gillette ad response video, I bought Alice Cooper's Dragontown album, and I'm curious which you prefer, hard rock Alice or heavy metal Alice?
I prefer heavy metal Alice, but the thing is, he can do anything. He did new wave, he did hard rock, he did disco. You know, he did disco before Kiss did, in fact, which is, I'm sure, a coincidence. But I prefer his metal stuff. That was really, Dragontown was really his industrial metal period. But I like it. I like Dragontown a lot. That and Brutal Planet are just killer fucking records.
And the rest you should have in front of you.
Yeah. Julian Peacock, Pelosi looks like her face was melted by the Ark. Nazi? You take that back. Masahiro the Master Hero 13138. How would I donate a black metal album to you from Bandcamp of a black metal band from a great non-synth vocal band from the USA? That was a very convoluted sentence. How would you donate a Bandcamp album to me?
I don't know if you can gift stuff on Bandcamp, can you?
Yeah, a link maybe? I have no idea. I'm not super familiar with Bandcamp. Osmium, Razor Thick, and T Cookie. Who wins? At what? Battletech?
I'll fight.
We've had 2 Battletech matches. I won one, and he won the other.
My memory is shit. So
No. Remember, you were using that grasshopper, that that invincible grasshopper that kept one-shotting me. That prick.
Okay, yeah, that's what he's talking
about.
Oh
man, I beat him. He beat me the first time, and I beat him the second time, I think. So yeah, anybody's guess. Debonair Nerd, you ain't done until I say. It's my birthday, and I'll make you cry if I want to. Back-to-back reviews of Sabaton, Kojima, Moby, along with love of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Fuck no, and F to the U to the CK no. And I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Or so we thought.
It's not here. Oh, yes, it is. Kagazumi, speaking of melted by the Ark, Ellen Page and Chelsea Clinton both look like they got a turn. Ellen Page's hairline doesn't even want to be a part of her bullshit anymore. What the fuck is going on with this? And why is she... Colbert, why the fuck are you even asking her about politics? First off, what is a Canadian doing opining on American politics?
I hate that shit.
Not only that, but Colbert's a Canadian. What the shit? We have 2 Canadians on television telling us how to vote. Fuck you! Fuck you! Get the fuck out of my country and off my television, more importantly. Nobody messes with Adam Wee. Godspeed, Racer, Terran, and Eve. Godspeed to you, sir. Conrad Ford, is a second Civil War highly likely? I've said before, I don't think a second Civil War is likely. Although, the more discussion is shut down and there's no vent for people's frustration, the more likely it becomes. I think what's more likely, for example, than a World War III scenario, I've heard people ask a lot, World War III, is that possible? I think what's much more likely, and I'm actually starting to hear a lot of people say this now. I've been saying this for a long time. I think World War III, if it happens, would be it's less likely to be one bordered nation versus another bordered nation, and it's more likely to be a bunch of concurrent civil wars within countries that are between the more libertarian-minded and the more authoritarian-minded. And basically what will happen is that those nations will begin to fracture along those lines, and you'll essentially get half of one country allying with half of another country, allying with half of another country, and it'll kind of be more of a culture World War III, personally. That's what I would see as more likely, and I've actually heard a few people in sort of pundits and so forth start to say similar things, not identical things, but that'd be my guess. Abraham de la Pena, those who doubt Razor suck penis by choice. And on that note, I shall swoop across it. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, for Terengel and Miss Eve, I am RazörFist. God fucking speed.
You missed one.
Oh, did I? Wait. Did I?
Yeah.
Bear Squash, did you read my joke from earlier on the super chat? Oh, let me look up. I am willing to Google before we do that. Let's see here. Bear Squash. I got fired from my job being an usher the other day and became a user. I did this because my boss said get the H out.
Wow, that was worth it.
Oh, wait, there are a few that you didn't read. Bourbon Bear, love what you do, Razor. Off topic and weird question here. What happened to Alpha Omega Sin? Last I heard, Alpha was in school for video editing, and he was kind of planning to relaunch his show with higher production values.
Oh, good luck to him.
So he's going to have a more edited show, kind of like ours. He's going to have more of an edited show instead of just standing in front of a camera and ranting. He was going to sort of do a more produced, I don't know exactly what it would be, but like more like video essays. That was what I thought he was doing, and I know he's just been dealing with, I think he might have moved more than once, in fact. So he's had a lot of stuff going on personally, too. But that was the last I heard. You would have to talk to him for further elucidation, but the last time I talked to him, that's what was going on with it. I don't know why people are jumping on his ass like, what the fuck? Oh, Alpha doesn't care about his fans because he has a life. I don't fucking get that, gang. If he wanted to stop one day, he could. Here's the thing that I don't get. People saying he's money grubbing because he doesn't make videos. Guys, what the fuck? He makes money off of videos. It's the exact reverse.
If
he was money grubbing, he would be making more videos,
Doesn't
not
really
less.
work that way.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Anyways, gang, I will be back probably tomorrow. We'll do the Philip Marlowe stream, I think, tomorrow, just because I have the evening off anyway. And gang, check your sub boxes tomorrow. We will have a nice little... In fact, you want to give him like a peek or something, maybe?
A peek? How?
Like play the very beginning of it, maybe?
What do you mean?
Very beginning. Play the very beginning of the review, something like that.
Like right now?
Yeah, just a little peek or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean... You're at the controls.
Whatever. Well, you know what? Fuck it. You'll get it tomorrow morning. In fact, it's less than 8 hours away until you get the fucking review. So it is a video game review, just for the record. So eyes on your sub boxes, and you will get it. Sorry, I didn't mean to just stick the tip in there. But you will see it in your sub box. I'm sorry, gang. For Eve and Terengel, I am RazörFist. God fucking speed.